Ice is only future water.
Yeah, it's like water you have to invest in. It's like putting in water into the stock market.
I was gonna say, is this the water stock market?
Marketing water.
I put money
I
in
want my water now.
So when it evaporates, that means we're going through a market crash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what liquidating means.
Ever wonder why we call it liquidating? We finally found the answer.
There we go.
I guess that's why they call it ice cold cash too. Alright, with all those jokes out of the way, hello everyone, welcome to our retro book club. Apparently we're making too many ice jokes, but not enough water around here.
Yeah, they'll just freeze our assets at this point.
God damn it. God damn it.
But then we won't be
never
ice
ends.
cool.
It never ends.
Stonks.
Cubes!
Anyways, Season 3, Episode 39, if I remember correctly.
Episode 39, yep.
Correct, awesome. I'm finally getting back in the idea of numbers. As per usual, it's your two hosts, Okami Games and June on Radio. How's it going, everyone?
We're all on thin fucking ice today.
Apparently so. You know what else is on thin ice? My fucking computer.
Oh dear.
I might have to see about upgrading in the near future because unfortunately it just has problems. But that's beside the point. We still have this little beastie here for a little while longer. And speaking of, we got 3 I need Kevin Costner. God damn it, Pixie. How you doing today? Of course, we got 3 other people with us today. First of all, we have Anon Kobold.
Yep.
Second off, we have Polk Kitsune.
The crossover that should have happened a long time ago. Yeah, but never
I think I may have peaked my volume, and that's actually kind of amazing because I have a limiter on this thing. So the fact you made it flash red with a fucking limiter,
just that much hatred for Flintstones,
and that much hatred for painting walls. Yes. I see.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the Tom Sawyer game doesn't exist.
Don't say that. You might actually make it.
There's a Tom Sawyer game. What are you talking about?
There's 2 Tom Sawyer.
See,
which one am I thinking?
Where's the brain bleach?
Which one am I not thinking of? I know about the Adventures of Tom Sawyer on NES.
There's also the Square RPG, but translate.
Okay.
Why'd you mention it? Now we have knowledge of 2 games that we're gonna have to put in RBC in the future.
Oh, you know it.
And finally, we have Veritasu, and yes, we have all the terrible video games. They're piled up in the corner because they've done naughty things.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No, now you get to go in the corner with those bad games.
Here's your free dunce cap.
Don't make a snowman out of bad video games. Do you want to make a bad game? So full of glitches and bugs. Anyways, we got our players and we got our games. Nick, please tell me before we reach into a Disney musical number, I want to know what our order is.
Do you want to know the order?
No!
Okay, bye!
Okay, bye! We're starting with my game.
I hate all of you.
Second is Polk Kitsune's game. Third is Toon. Fourth is Veritasu. And the last game for this RBC, and the last game in RBC for the year, from Anon.
That's terrifying. Also, ending off on middle of the road. Sweet.
So, I've got something that is... Well, it's a game. It's a franchise that a number of people know about. It's definitely overshadowed by another series of this genre in general, but still pretty good in its own right. I mentioned wanting to try out this port not too long ago, so that's exactly what we're doing today. So we are playing the TurboGrafx 16 port of the original R-Type.
Ooh.
I recently beat the Master System port of R-Type, which has some sprite flickering, as you come to expect on the Sega Master System. And I'd like to think that the TurboGrafx can run a little bit better, so we're gonna find out if it does.
And didn't we get the better
question.
version since we got the whole game on one card instead of... Because Japan got it in 2 cards, didn't it?
I do not recall if they did or not.
I want to say they did. But yeah, from what I remember, I think this is, of the home consoles, this was probably the best port of it, so we're probably in good hands.
It's definitely the one that, also because I should probably point this out, limited continues, so keep that in mind as we are going along here. If you decide you want to start using some save states.
Oh, it's fine. No, R-Type's always known for being easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, question. What system is this on again?
This is a TurboGrafx 16 game.
TurboGrafx.
Okay,
Got it.
so, what's it? My console just completely crapped out on me.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Yep. Back to BizHawk.
That should be fine, though. All the games we have today should run in BizHawk. The only reason I have reason to believe that this is one of the better, if not the best, home port for the TurboGrafx is the TurboGrafx controller lends itself well to R-Type's control scheme and what you can do in R-Type. Because the idea of R-Type is you can charge your shot.
Ooh.
So you can either do a powerful charge shot, or you can do a bunch of weaker but quicker shots, which lends itself well to the TurboGrafx controller having built-in turbo.
Yeah.
Oh my. That's where the TurboGrafx and the TurboGrafx comes in. I mean, yes, that makes sense.
It's also happens to be one of the handful of games that I own on the TurboGrafx.
Question. Can I spam the credit button and get more credits or no?
No.
Damn.
This isn't an arcade game.
Why not? Surely there's a place to put quarters.
Oh, don't give them ideas.
Isn't that where
I mean, you
microtransactions
can
come
already
into
put your
play?
credit card.
That's what I'm thinking. They
Well,
just come
See a
around.
little card slot here, that's where you put your Visa.
Well, you're in luck because you're in luck because this game wasn't made by EA.
They send a company man around to unlock your coin box and take all the coins.
Just had to do a little bit of recropping, and we should be mostly ready to roll with this. I am ready when
They
everybody.
managed to get the Sharp X68000 as one of the cores.
I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I'm ready when everyone else is.
Yep, I'm ready.
Oh wait, hold up. My controller. I almost forgot to plug it in. Hang on.
That would be helpful.
That might help.
You mean you gotta play it with your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Okay, so that
Back to the
there's
Future
got the
too.
laws.
I mean, that's a Back to the Future quote. Anyway,
Yep.
counting us down, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. R-Type.
Blast off and attack the evil Bino Empire.
Let's do this. I love this music.
Yeah,
It
definitely
is
already.
good.
It definitely already sounds better than the Master System version. Not that the Master System is bad, considering Master System
Well-
standards.
Yeah, I mean, the Master System has kind of a weedy sound chip to begin with.
Yeah, I'm just in general.
Weepy.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm in general not a fan of the Master System sound chip. Anyway, you're gonna be getting your option very early on, so it's probably worth noting your other button will launch the option out in front of you, and then if you press the button again, you can call it back to you.
Ooh.
And if you
You can't
position,
use the-
Options.
You
can
can
also
use it as a very effective offensive move, especially against
Fuck, I
some
already
bosses.
died.
That's okay. That's the true R-Type experience.
Yeah. You can also put your you can also put your option behind you if you want to shield from behind, and maybe a little bit of offensive firepower from behind.
I was so trapped. No.
The bullet was hiding in the enemy! How could I see that coming?
The bullets aren't hiding as much as they do in the Sega Master System version, at least. For what that's worth. The game is also pretty short. Like, it's short enough that if you were to not die at all, you could just beat the whole game in, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm assuming a lot...
I see a gameplay from you, Nick.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming a lot for somebody's first time, possibly first time playing R-Type.
Yeah, do not expect to beat this. Don't expect to get past, like, maybe
Game over.
2 your first time, if that.
I don't even expect to get past the first stage. What do you mean?
Ooh, I wonder if I can set this up the same way I can the Master System version. Not nearly as easily, but still kind of works. Yeah. Okay, good to know that still works pretty well. I'm out of stage 1.
Stage 1 done.
I also get a feeling it's one of those snowball kind of game where if you die, you kind of lose all your power-ups, so please don't die.
Not to as much of a level as Gradius, I feel, but
Yeah.
yes, it does have that sort of problem where you have to try and build up your arsenal from scratch again, but there's not nearly as many power-ups in this game as there are in Gradius, therefore you don't find yourself nearly as dependent on them. Still pretty dependent on them, but just not as dependent.
Plus, you've got your charge shot, which helps balance things out whenever that you lose
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
At least to a degree.
Some of the bullets!
Yeah, my estimate for the people who are blind to R-Type is probably going to be, like, stage 3 before a full game over, let's say. Although I think if this is like the Master System version, stage 3 is just a boss fight.
That's
Great
the
boss
battleship?
rush.
Yeah, that's the battleship. Also, if it's like the Master System version, stage 2 boss is a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, it's bad in the arcade too, so...
I'm getting better, guys.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
Way to
Somebody
go.
is. Great!
Yeah, because the problem is the hitbox, you have to aim down at it. Oh, you actually... Ooh, there's a fair few more bullets than there are in the Master System version. Because the worm that goes around seems to want to shoot out bullets as well, but in the Master System version, it just flies around, no bullets.
Yeah, I
Way
doubt
down
it.
nice.
So I might be able to get away with this. Yep. Stage 2 done.
Alright. Wait, is this first stage done? Yeah, stage 1 cleared. I actually did it without dying.
Nice!
Way to go!
As far as I know, in most cases, there are no mid-bosses or anything. Just when you beat a boss, you're done with the stage. Stages are super short.
Nice.
Yep. Compact but difficult.
Yes. Yep, there's the battleship.
Ooh, this is nice.
Also, hey, Islib.
Yeah. But there's so many things. Yeah.
First stage I felt in the Master System version that really started to give me problems was stage 4. That stage ramps up the difficulty a bit, in my opinion. Although that's not to say
Oh no,
anything,
I died!
anything
No way!
before
I
it,
lost all my abilities.
particularly the battleship, is easy.
Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
You sure are.
I want to say this was the first game I can remember that had basically a giant spaceship as a stage and a boss.
Maybe. I can't say I recall anything else prior to this, but it's also not something I usually think about.
Ah, darn it.
Ooh, you're not okay, you're not giving me a lot of room to maneuver, game.
I'll be part of the stage.
Well, I did alright, but,
Damn, dude.
you gotta deal with more terrain in this than, in the Master System version. You're literally just fighting it in the void of space in the Master System version. Here, you actually have to dodge, like, the ceiling and whatnot. So, a little bit more to dodge, which did throw me off. That's just how it goes, though.
Yep. Them's the breaks.
Also means I don't have my fully powered up option anymore, but hopefully I can still make do without it. Oh. Oh. Making that fully powered upness no more until I died. Damn it. Yeah, this stage is definitely way harder than the Master System version.
God damn it, dude.
Power up my option.
Ah!
Alright, I need
Ooh,
I think I need...
continue.
Ouch. I need to call you back. For a bit here. Ah, damn it.
That hurts.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, in the Japanese version, they couldn't... They may have used a smaller card size, I'm not entirely certain, but they couldn't fit the whole thing onto a single card, so instead what they did was they made, like, the first 3 stages, I think, on one card, and then the second 3 stages on a separate card, which was sold separately. And when you beat the... darn it. When you beat the first card, it would give you a password that you put into the second card to pick up where you left off.
Interesting, though, that they were sold separately.
Hey, I mean...
Whatever makes money, right? Yeah,
if it makes money, it makes money.
Yeah, there's my first game over.
Got to deal with that thing before I... Alright.
Yeah.
Me wonders if I should just restart the game and get a fully powered up ship again, but true R-type experience, I guess. Alright, we're not even gonna worry about, for the most part, I'm gonna try to just not even worry about the turrets up at the top. We'll just worry about the ones down at the bottom here.
Yeah, this is actually gonna stop.
Actually,
Yeah.
Alright.
this power-up is gonna be good for taking out this turret in particular. Or not anymore. Fuck.
Are you kidding me?
That one turret is just in like a real awkward spot to be able to do anything. It's been the same one every time.
Oh, jeez, that's mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about the point where I died on my first go at this boss.
Okay, so you gotta get ahead of that thing.
Yeah, that's what I learned, and unfortunately, I guess I learned it the hard way.
Well,
Okay.
it's a school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge. No, at least got some damage into that thing.
I think the better thing to do is going to be to put my option in the back. Yeah, this...
What, when you get ahead of it?
Yeah, when I'm in front of the ship.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, the question is
Well,
hanging out here gonna bite me?
And full game over. Blah.
Yep, again, the R-type experience.
Yep.
Ah, damn it!
Shooter, after all.
Okay, get it? And
I was close on that attempt. I got to basically, like, the last part of the ship.
of course, then you gotta shoot it in its weak spot, which is not the easiest to get to.
Yeah, well...
For massive damage.
I mean, if you stick the, if you stick your option into it, it makes things a bit easier.
Well, sure. If you stick your option into it.
Yeah. Star-type things, you know.
That's a quote.
You know how it is.
I don't think my option will like that.
You know, usually you ask for dinner first, but, hey, that's how you do it.
See, that's the thing. Like's got nothing to do with it.
Now back here for a bit.
Oh, why?
That last one. Right, and before any other disaster fee happens, put that option out in
Disaster
front.
fee.
Ah, damn. Of course, it was the guy who drops the power-up that nailed me, of all things. Not the actual boss, not any part of the boss, no, it was one of those guys flying around that gives you power-ups.
Yeah, kind of a thanks.
So let me know that happens.
Feeling the love.
Welcome to the R-Type experience.
Yep. I need to try the, I have the, R-Type that's on Switch. Like, I think R-Type 2 Final or something like that. So I'm curious to see what that one's like. I just hadn't gotten around to it.
I know Super R-Type is difficult, but also a lot of fun, and has a fantastic soundtrack.
I think that's one of the R-Type games I played. I assume that's one of the SNES ones.
Yeah.
I think was there 2 on SNES?
Yeah, there were 2 on SNES.
'Cause there was that, and I think R-Type 3 was also on SNES.
Yeah, R-Type 3, the Third Lightning, which is also really, really, really good. In fact,
There we go.
it's
Second boss down.
very
Nice.
much arguably better.
Well, so now the second boss is down, you get to enjoy what Veritasu and I have been going through for the past however long now.
For 30 minutes.
Yep.
Great.
You know it.
Does R and T type stand for water? Oh, R and R type. Just R and... What? I mean... Rotter?
Ah! Forget that thing shoots at you.
I
Let's
mean,
put-
most things will do that.
Let's put my option back in front of me. Speed up power-ups would really make this a bit easier.
Thing is, I don't remember what version I played, but I don't think it was this version mostly. No, I
Ooh.
needed that. Oh no.
Oh dear. There, the airship is down. Or whatever kind of ship it is.
Oh, I'm hosed.
Overcomplicated that one, but I'm out of stage 3.
Ah, fudge.
There is so much flickering going on, my dude.
Oh, don't play the Master System version then.
Oh, joy.
There's way more flickering in the Master System version. This is buttery smooth compared to that.
I just don't get why they would put limited continues on this in the first place.
Arcade game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you start right back where you left off, so you can't really just, you know, buy your way through the game.
Nope.
I think that's one of the things that debatedly makes Super R-Type hard is the fact that it doesn't have checkpoints on it.
Well, you gotta remember this is also the time of rentals, and rentals, yeah, they didn't want you clearing games that quickly.
Yeah.
Who the heck was renting PC Engine games?
It wasn't a pop.
Saw a PC Engine. Somebody brought it over one day, and I'm like, this thing.
I need to stop by the local store because they got some really cool stuff in not too long ago, and they actually did get some TurboGrafx stuff in. Particularly, what caught my eye, they got a in the box TurboGrafx CD. One of those things that like you never see something like that. So maybe I'll pick it up. But also the other crazy thing they got in was a Neo Geo AES.
Oh my gosh!
Dang.
Again, in the box.
Oh my gosh!
Literally the only thing it didn't have with it was the memory card. It even had 2 controllers with it, like it came with.
I think I'm R-typed out, guys.
Well, I've got a full game over.
Are you gonna R-type out?
I will
I'm gonna R-type out.
I will likely do the same because I think I'm on my last life, and then. Well, that was a good life. Yeah, I think that's a full game over
What
for
a life
me.
well lived.
The R-Type experience.
Full game over for me.
Darn
Which
it.
a lot of those lives were definitely spent learning the third boss. But looking at where everybody's at, I think we've gotten our mileage out of R-Type, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the timer here. I think everybody by this point has gotten a full game over at least once.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 17 minutes.
Yeah, 17 minutes. I mean, that's enough to
That's
get a good feel for how badly R-Type's gonna kick your ass.
Oh yeah, and it will.
Alright, well, when we come back, it's gonna be Polk's game up next, so we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm gonna look.
What's up?
I'm gonna grab some water, meanwhile, I'll be right back.
Funny thing is, I found R-Type 3 to be almost slightly easier due to the fact that, it has lots and lots and lots of checkpoints.
Yeah. I mean, most of the stages in this R-Type have a checkpoint. Maybe not something like stage 3 where it's just the boss fight. I don't think the last stage is a checkpoint either.
Okay, yeah, I was right. The PC Engine port of the R-Type is released in 2 parts in Japan. R-Type 1 includes the first 4 levels, R-Type 2 the last 4 levels.
This is also one of the handful of TurboGrafx games that I have a copy of. The outer cardboard sleeve.
You know, one could arguably make the point that Japan having it in two games and the fact that you've got a password means you've got a permanent checkpoint.
Yeah, that is definitely a way to look at it. Unless for some reason they gave you less lives with that password compared to starting from stage 1, which would be weird.
Oh, dude, there's a Game Boy Color port.
I think I did remember seeing that. That might have been something that I saw in a store at one point. I didn't pick it up because I had other priorities at the time.
Of course, for that matter, there's also a NES port under a different name. Or Famicom port, I guess I should say.
It doesn't sound like the kind of game that I would have heard about it, and I'm pretty familiar with a decent amount of the US NES library. Anyway, we are back with another fun video game from Polk.
Yay. Alright. Now, for this time here, I'm going back to my days of reading Nintendo Powers back in the times. And this little game piqued my curiosity when I first saw it. I believe it was even on the cover of the magazine at the time when that came up. But I never got actually to touch it. I mostly stayed back in Forgotten Land until a certain event brought that back up. Thank you, Gusumas 2022, which made us play the Game Boy version of this game. And I said, okay, I want to experience this, but not want to bite my own tongue off. So let's find a Super Nintendo version of Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow.
There was a Game Boy version?
There was a Game Boy version. Good luck telling what's floor, what's ceiling, what you can go through, what's a wall.
Oh, my word.
What's a door?
Good question. Good question.
Your scientists were so concerned about whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think whether they should.
Yeah. This is where the scary stuff happens.
Options.
This is where I get worried. Game looks great, but oof. The
Have you
Game Boy
actually,
version. You were circling.
have you played this version?
No, I have not touched it.
No,
I
maybe
remember
this
seeing
will be
Nintendo Power,
the
but that's it.
maybe this will be the version that's actually good. I think
Oh, you poor
Yeah.
sweet summer child.
We know what this show is. We know what happens.
I actually don't know this show. I've never seen it.
I don't think this is actually a cartoon. I don't know why they went from where else Maui Mallard came from. I think this is only appearance. If somebody was expecting to do a franchise out of it, I have no idea.
Apparently there's
Well,
also a
wasn't
PC
this-
game for this.
I mean, I mean that's Donald, right?
Yeah,
Just
but he's called Maui Mallard.
maybe this was supposed to originally be a game based on the Italian Peppernick. I don't know.
No idea. Anyway, I'm
No.
I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
I'm good.
Okay.
Let's go.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow.
Hey, another perfect 1 second. Nice.
Oy. Oh, and what do you know? Options.
Yeah, unfortunately, the demo was playing for me, so that's a
same
time
here.
loss.
Same.
It's always annoying when it's like, no, you
scenes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
watch this.
the company's called Eurocom, which means it's definitely going to be some Eurojank.
No, yeah.
Lovely.
Now let's get in the game.
Do I
trying to find-
Couple idols.
skill? I'm gonna go with easy because I don't want to die. I don't want to like hate myself.
Should probably have done that too.
I'm still on the default, so whatever the default is, that's what I'm on.
You are on normal then.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Yep. Luau loot 50%. I didn't even start it, I already got halfway through. Guess?
I think
Okay,
if I had a guess, you have to collect loot, and you have to get at least 50% of it in order to clear the stage. That's my assumption right
That
now.
would make sense.
Yeah, that would follow in the tradition of a lot of Eurocom or a lot of Euro games.
Oh, and there's
That
and
would explain.
speaking of some jank, there's a background and a foreground.
Yep.
Fun.
Also, you do have limited ammunition. In bugs.
28% already. I'm doing it.
Yay. Oh, this one actually holds on to vibes. Great. Not the Game Boy
So auto
version.
regenerates. That's nice.
Okay. Guess I'm up here now.
You live here.
Yep. Let me see if there's
Okay,
any
yeah,
other
nice.
controls. Nothing immediately apparent.
Why am I getting vibes of the mask?
Oh god, the mask.
Is that
I assume you're talking about the Super Nintendo game?
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot like a game that had very nicely detailed animated sprites that really hindered the gameplay.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
animated,
back.
not
Nature
exactly.
called me.
Welcome back.
It was wanting to talk to me about my extended warranty.
You can start the game whenever, because we've started the timer. Uh-oh. I'm in the water now.
But they've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty. Should have received something in the mail. Ah, darn it.
An animation.
You get something via
Wait, our bookcase
carrier
is one
pigeon.
way?
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Seems like it.
linear-ish game. Can I... Okay, yes, I can jump on you.
Sure does levitate.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, just to make sure. Bookcases
Okay.
are one way.
I think I'm starting to understand.
Seems like it.
That's lame.
I think I am starting to understand what this game is, or at least this stage is asking of me.
That makes one of us. Ah,
Way too big a hitbox for.
Oh god. I have to hang out down here. Oh no, I have to keep... Oh my god. Well, I'm understanding what I need to do. The problem is, I'm running out of health. I'm on 30 health.
Oh, thank goodness Punch heals you all the way.
Ah!
Right?
You might
Is
say
it
I'm pleased as
Island Punch?
Have a nice, refreshing Hawaiian punch.
If only it was Whiskey Punch.
Big one
Okay,
seems to be a full
you
heal,
know-
but there's the small variant.
Nope, that hurts. Oh, wait, no. That
You know what doesn't know to be able to do? Swim! Donald seemingly can't do it for Navy man.
No?
And he's in the Navy, too.
Aha!
Into stage 3.
Pacific.
Oh
You're already
god.
in stage 3? Wow.
Yeah. Stages aren't super long. But stage 3 throws in a fun gimmick. How do you feel about, stages in the dark?
Oh, great.
That's what you're gonna be dealing with when you get to stage 3.
Not a huge fan of the floaty jump.
I'm also not a big fan of your shoot button being on A as opposed to Y.
It does seem odd.
It's
I guess you
workable.
could reconfigure that in the controls.
Yeah. I mean, it's workable, but I would have preferred by default it being on Y. Because, you know, that's what games like Mega Man X do, for example. 94% of the treasure.
This way.
Okay, that was a pretty short stage. Stage 4. Okay, so it looks like stage 4 is the boss stage of or the boss of stage 1 in the Game Boy port.
I feel like I should be able to jump higher.
I feel like that, but the game always has other ideas for you. Oh god,
That's grim.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are you at
Which one
the,
of us sees?
you're at the part with the statues, it looks like? Where
Yeah.
you have to move them around.
I have no idea how to get.
Oh, I'm in stage 2 now, apparently. Okay.
Yeah.
It just kind of comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, stage 2. All right.
Just sits you out of nowhere, yeah.
Huh.
Let's take this bookcase all the way up here.
They'll drive you quackers.
Even from... I feel like I'm taking a lot of hits, but I also feel like the game's generous enough with how much damage you can take, as well as health pickups, that it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, well, Eurocom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Get a little bit more height before trying to make this jump. Yeah.
Kind of wish the camera was zoomed out a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of closed in.
It kind of jiggles around a little more than I like.
Peach tree.
I found an extra life.
Ah, create the dark.
Oh,
Why?
okay.
Yeah, you have made it to the dark stage. The stage that's in the dark
Oh.
doesn't last that long, though, so it's not as bad as it seems.
Also, gotta keep in mind that you are able to switch ammunition with LR.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an endless supply of those guys. All right.
take this down. Am I near the end of the stage? Yeah, this is looking like possibly close to the end of the stage. Possibly also a boss fight at the top waiting for me. Whee!
Stage definitely longer than the one in the Game Boy version, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to play this on the Game Boy.
It sure exists.
You should join us for Kusomas.
Oh god. Alright, I found the spider boss.
To be fair, with Kusomas, you know what you're getting into.
Also true.
You're not wrong.
I mean, we had okay
Well, you
games.
say that.
We had Valis 3. That game was okay.
Yeah, there was some good stuff. But then there was you know what, and you know who, and something, brain bleach. I can't remember, Jack.
Oh yeah, the spider does a lot of damage. Contact damage did 40 damage to me.
Whew.
Oof.
Stage 3. Okay. Cool, I guess.
Okay, are you dead? You gave me an extra life. And I guess that was the end of the stage. Okay.
I'll say this, the game looks nice.
Yeah. I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
true.
And
Admit
really, the
one
gameplay's
duck.
not bad. It's just I kind of wish it was zoomed out a little bit so the camera wouldn't jerk around so much.
The hitbox is share suggestions. It's so far word from you.
Bonus 1, get ready. Oh, there's bonus stages?
Because of course.
Okay, do you want me to, like, climb to the top? Is that what you want me to do? I'm assuming that's what you want me to do.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to myself.
We to nobody
More-
else here.
More than anything, I'm talking to myself.
Well, let's be honest, if the game was actually responding to you, we'd all be very concerned.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, oh, hey, Insanity, how's it going? The funny thing is, it's normal for us to talk to ourselves during RDC. Normally, that's considered a sign of insanity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Here,
No, one-
yeah,
I guess.
it's just your normal Friday evening.
On one hand, yes, but also, like, I know a bunch of mystery racers who say that, like, talking to themselves during races, even though their mic is muted, helps them to concentrate.
Yeah,
The
that's
two
not
things that
it's me.
separate one from insanity and eccentricity: how much money you have.
Eh.
Yep.
And extra life.
Listen, if you saw a person out in the wild just have a freaking painting of something and you don't know why, that'd be a little concerning. But if you see a person who just has like a bunch of paintings all around their house, that's considered a museum then. Paintings on trees, signs beware, they may be going nuts.
I found 2 extra lives in here. I gotta set off 2 more rockets if this UI is anything to go by, but I only have 30 seconds, so unless I'm fast, I don't think I'm gonna be clearing this bonus stage, although I do only have 1 left. Where the hell is it, though?
Where in the world is Donald San Diego?
I know, right? Oh, nope, there it is! I got all of them. Oh, is this one of those games where you have to beat the bonus stage in order to be awarded a password?
Oh, that's me.
Wait, what?
I mean, I don't know that for
That's
certain,
disgusting.
but I beat the bonus stage. I didn't get anything, but I was given a password. Might be time for a change of costume.
Yep.
The Ninja Training
Except you didn't
Grounds.
know. Yeah, if you didn't know, this game, it also has ninjas.
Yeah.
You're one of them.
Okay, now how does one
Oh, great.
change costume? Do I have to
You
get
need a yin yang symbol.
right? Because that's how the Game Boy version worked as well. So that's probably consistent here.
Yeah.
I do see a few.
Yeah, there was a timer for it too.
I see a few, but they seem to be out of reach. I'll fiddle around with that a bit more if I find myself getting stuck. Oh no, you just gave me yin-yang symbols.
It's like,
Hi, Spider.
Now we're off. Alright, so it looks like it's not limited ninja time here. Or maybe it is. Hold on. But it looks like the meter goes down by attacking instead, which, since you need to use some of your ninja powers, I'd say that makes a little bit more sense.
Hey, extra life for beating that boss. Yay!
Nice. You're
oh,
sitting
your
on a...
ammo does not
Which
carry
one
over.
God, I love squash animation.
Oh god, yeah, I see where I need to go now.
Nick, if you don't mind, take a look at my stream.
Yeah. Very good. Well, that's death.
They animated this. I love it.
Ooh.
Oh god, what am I doing? I'm dumb. Okay. I see what I have messed up. Now we're getting somewhere.
No, you're Okami. We've been through this.
Yes, I know.
Eurokami?
God. My
Admit
European
one duck.
brethren.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, attack this thing enough? Is that how this works? Well, it's dead.
Ooh, duck.
Oh, okay. I guess there's one way to get this done. That's a slow walk. But okay. I see both Veritasu and Polk in the bonus stage, so we'll see if either of them fail to beat the bonus stage, and we'll see if it still gives you the password.
They also animated the swishing of the gun. That is actually super cool.
Yep. They went all in for the animations.
Say
Yeah.
what you will about the game, but god damn.
Yeah, they put in effort.
This isn't just like some, half-assed run-of-the-mill bullshit. No, this is a passion project right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went all in for Disney. God. And again,
Oh,
it
God.
is Disney.
That's a pit.
No, it is Disney, in fact.
You can imagine. They don't hand out Donald Duck for anybody. This guy's got an agent.
This game definitely has some of the same problem that the Game Boy version does of where do I go in the ninja stage, but not to as big of an extent.
Yeah, I'm missing one rocket. Password not attained.
Yes, you do, I think, have to complete it to get the password.
Well, shit.
That is incredibly lame.
Unless the password is not attained.
It is
you
not.
can't tell.
It is not.
Stage 5.
Welcome to the boss.
Enjoy the boss fight. As I said, boss hits like a truck.
Yep.
Saving here. Oh, stretch the map.
The ninja saves.
Get in the mouth.
Get in the hat, in the bag.
Get in the tub. Get in the tub. In the tub. In the tub. In the tub. In the tub.
How's the ninja stage treating everybody else who's in there right now?
Interesting.
Hey, what on earth is going on?
Oh, okay. That's not what I expected. Okay, you gonna let me out, game? Yeah, you are. Okay.
Okay, so you could switch between them. Okay.
Hey, I did it. I beat the boss.
Nice.
Okay. What do you want me to do now, game?
Okay, that's
Admit
interesting.
one duck.
So those singing bowls do regenerate, which is good.
I do anything in normal form? No. This is a big old mystery. Rest down while you're in ninja form, if you haven't already.
Ha! You learned from Daffy Duck on that move, I'll have to admit. Also try LNR in the ninja form.
Yeah, you have a...
It'll eat your bar, but...
Oh, okay, I think I got it now. Yep. Got hung up on that bit, and I died.
Maybe this isn't a terrible way of teaching the player how to use the abilities, since you see other ninja
just do it.
doing the same thing.
Although
That's why they call it training grounds.
well, that said, I definitely lost a lot of lives in this training ground.
Well, the
They
combat
also
seems
show you how to use
a lot harder.
upward climb.
Well, that's just the end of the stage. Okay. 2-2. I'm gonna go yin
Yeah,
yang
just swing
hunting.
your things. Whoops.
Right. Oh. Okay.
Ah, you give me yin yang ability.
You give me yin yang. Mojo. Ah.
I think does 20 damage, and it's kind of hard to avoid damage when my attack is pretty short range.
There's not a real way of
Right.
dodging anything.
This way?
Damn, dude, that sucks. That the password is locked behind you actually beating the power or the bonus stage.
That'll work for it.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely not a fan of that.
That's not what a bonus should mean, guys. A bonus should mean like, extra points, maybe, getting an extra life.
Extra lives.
There's a few extra lives in the bonus stage, so at least it checks
Yeah,
off that
but-
box.
Yes, but it shouldn't lock the password behind the completion.
Yeah,
Break
that's
that
kind of a
note.
dirty deal there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to docket some points for that one.
So am I wrong in thinking that when it comes to fighting these guys, that you basically have to attack, run away?
That's kind of my
It
strat
feels
as
like
well, but it's also not the most efficient strat, because even then, sometimes you still get hit. So it only works so well.
If I could,
I could also experiment a
nope,
bit.
they are immune to that. Never mind.
Oh, did you try the
Into
gun?
dock.
Yeah, they're immune to gun.
No, they're immune to gun.
Okay, I do not like
God.
the combat in that form. I was hoping the combat would be cooler, but instead it just feels
Yeah.
like it's far
Like-
more limited.
I like some of the platforming stuff you can do in ninja form, but the combat is rough.
Yeah. Unless the idea is to try to dodge them.
You are a
and not
ninja.
fight them.
But what's the dodge button?
There is no dodge button. You silly fool.
Yeah.
Also, why do they bother, like, giving you ammunition for ninja form? That's something I want to know. Because they seem to give you more than enough to get through it, so it's like, why bother having it in the first place?
Because you spin attack, I guess?
That uses the same amount, though.
Yeah, I'm losing a lot of lives on the training grounds.
It's a step up in difficulty, mainly because of the lack of range for your attacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also,
Like, why should a ninja use a gun?
and also being
It's
a lot
ninja,
harder.
It's supposed to.
Also being a lot harder in general to navigate.
Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah.
Well, there's an extra life, so even if I'm
what the fuck?
even if I'm
Okay,
losing a lot of
good call.
lives, I'm still staying afloat in the amount of lives I have.
I need to give this a brand now.
I thought it'll just be like, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, I found my way to the end of the second stage in the ninja training grounds.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, that sounds like the ninja training
me
grounds.
too.
How's the game's been going? Well, we had R-Type, which is pretty good, but difficult as hell. And then we got this game, which is, it looks cool, but goddamn, good luck trying to figure out where you're going.
Yeah.
It's not as much of a
yeah.
problem in the first set of stages, I feel. Like, that problem is really amplified in the ninja training grounds.
Really, I think it's kind of. I wish the combat was better in the ninja form, because that was what I was looking forward to.
Yeah. Now just imagine all of this on Game Boy form.
Yeah.
Oh, that would just make it 10 times better.
Oh man, that would be
Game
of
Boy
the
makes
year right
everything
there.
better.
You're a funny guy, hilarious. Love ya.
I think I might have to call it because I'm starting to get kind of annoyed with this.
Okay, so how do I actually do that move? No.
Y button.
Y button?
Why?
Oh, okay.
Why?
What?
Yes, my feel exactly.
Yeah, that part stumped me for a little bit as well until I tried the Y button, and then I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that's what we're doing now.
You know what? I'm coming to the conclusion. I don't think you're supposed to fight these guys.
It really does feel like it. Like, you can
Makes
still
sense.
hit them, which makes you think, like, yeah, you can fight them, but it doesn't seem like it benefits you, like,
No.
at all.
No, I finished stage
But then
1.
again, isn't the boss of this thing just a bunch of ninjas?
At least in the Game Boy version, it could be something a little more interesting in the SNES version.
Stage 2, yay!
Okay,
Just the end of the stage. I think it is, yeah. Okay. Maui, what? We have cutscene now? The legend foretells only a great warrior will save us, not you. Don't get involved, you'll just ruin everything like always. This is your only
okay,
warning. Stage 4. Is stage 4 the boss? Oh, this looks like the boss stage. Oh god, considering you have to fight the ninjas here, this isn't gonna end well. Jumping attacks seem to be working okay, though. I'm just trying to
Okay, so
fight
that's
against
how
them
you
without
switch
doing
for- switch
damage.
form.
Ow. Come here. Come here on screen so I can kick your ass. Do I have 2 more? Oh,
Just
fuck.
Ramen. You
got
dummies.
Fucking quote.
2 more
So I can
ninjas.
kick your ass.
ninjas and ninjas and ninja.
Always the ninjas.
Inverse ninja laws. Alright. It's time for Tiki God Tiki Mecha.
Well, that's game over for me.
Oh boy.
Ninjas got you.
Yeah. Well, you have to fight a bunch of them as a boss, and you gotta... But... I don't have to go back to the start of the world, it's just the start of the stage, which, I mean, considering it's a boss fight already, not a huge loss.
Okay, so I did find out something that's useful.
What?
Ducking and attacking gives you better range.
Well, that's nice.
In fact, if I'm really careful, I think I could actually take some of these guys out.
And these ninjas don't seem to know what to do when I duck and attack. So that might be the winning move.
Correction. The best way to move is not to play.
I actually be able to get out the ninja training grounds before time elapses. That'd be something.
Get ready. Loot found.
You the last ninja? Well, you gave me a lot of health back, so... Oh, nope, there's more ninjas after that.
Because of course, you can never have too much ninja.
Apparently not.
Oh yeah. I can get just outside of their patrol range and hit them without them actually hitting me back for a change.
Nice change of pace, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Getting impatient against these guys. Probably not what you want to see.
You've got so much.
Nope.
You've got so much foul play.
There's a lot more ninjas in the Game Boy version, that's for sure. That you have to go through.
Oh boy.
But
Five,
Benefits of a
4, 3, 2, 1.
yep, we're done with Maui Mallard.
Hey. Well, that's one more off the checklist.
Oh wow, 30
One more
minutes.
off the checklist. Yeah, that was... I mean, the game was okay. I'm not gonna say it was a masterpiece, but you could do a lot worse than it.
Yeah. I have played significantly worse.
When we come back, though, we will be playing Toon's game next. We'll see
See
you
you
in a
guys
bit.
soon.
I think that might be the faintest praise I've ever given something.
Oh, it lasted 30 minutes.
Terrible.
No, not so much that, as much as the I've played worse games. Unlike Okami, it's like, yeah, we play bad games for fun.
Yeah, this is our bread and butter.
Yum. Oh, joy. What a way to end the year. By playing not terrible games. Who could have seen that coming?
Crazy.
I think with more time with this, I could really grow to appreciate this.
At least it's not elf bowling.
Or
say
painting
Alf?
walls with Flintstones.
Or is it?
We haven't gotten to my game yet.
Damn it, I've been living that one down.
Alright, well... Let's have another game. Possibly good, possibly bad. But all I know is it's Toon's game.
What'd you bring us, Toon?
Right, so, if I remember correctly, we actually had a game like this on RBC4.
The only reason... Okay, let's be real, Toon. The only reason you remember is because I told you.
Oh, I mean, sure, I guess. I do
Worry
remember what
plus
type of
one.
game this is, though.
Now, we've had a similar case of this before, where we've had the Japanese version on before, and then we later had the US version on here, and this is a similar case. We had the Japanese version of this before, now we're playing the US version.
The title of this name is also a tiny bit misleading because it's not exactly like your usual kind of, well, this kind of game. I hope you're ready, because we're going to be playing Tetris Attack.
We have previously,
Good stuff.
actually not too long ago, played Pound de Pon.
Yeah.
Now we're getting the US version.
Uh,
The game that is, for some reason, not in the Twitch database. Fuck off, Twitch. I'm just gonna use Pound de Pon. Fuck you.
You're kidding.
come on.
Tetris Attack?
Yeah, that always weirds me out. Like, why is Tetris Attack
That's dumb.
not in the Twitch database? Like, what the hell?
That's
Maybe put it at Puzzle League.
Puzzle League is probably the closest you're gonna get. Yeah.
They had the Zelda, that Zelda roguelike in the database 2 days after the ROM had out.
And yet Tetris Attack, and it's not even like an obscure game or anything. It's
No,
just,
it's very popular.
Yeah.
and yet Pound de Pon is in the Twitch database. Is Pokemon Puzzle League in the database? And I think we said that Puzzle League is Pokemon Puzzle League.
Come on.
Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League is also in the Twitch database. So that's just like a weird gap.
Twitch is racist against Yoshis.
Ha! It's so funny, kind of weird that Nintendo decided, yeah, no, magical girls aren't meant for American. We should just reskin this as Yoshi.
Which is made all the more funny when they released Pound de Pon on the Switch Online service and not Tetris Attack.
Uh-huh.
You have no idea how mad I am about that.
Alright, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I'm ready when everyone else is.
Gimme.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris Attack.
Alright.
One player game versus, because that's gonna basically like your arcade mode.
Indeed. Now, what buttons was it again? Yeah, there we go, super hard.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I can live with just doing hard difficulty. I don't care too much.
Up and...
Let's see if I can combo okay today, or today's just gonna be an off day for chains in
Actually,
Tetris
do
Attack.
puzzle first.
Ah, fuck. The thing I don't miss from any Tetris Attack is that feeling of when you make an accidental match.
Yep, happens all too often.
And it just completely destroys the chain that you were working on. I already have one instance of that happening, so probably won't be the last time.
And many more to go.
Wasn't watching my stack, so I almost topped out right out the gate. That would have been very much the unfortunate.
Yeah.
Imagine, as Beak is saying, just imagine the next Yoshi's Island game having you traverse normally, but you have Pound de Pon battles. Kind of like how you had that one Puyo battle in Sonic Mania.
Oh, that was such an interesting little. nod.
Yeah, that was what heck.
Sonic Mania is...
happens.
That's something I started making kind of like a hit list of games that I want to try to finish in 2023, and that's a game that I should probably add to that list, Sonic Mania.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that is a solid game.
I miscalculated that. I was adding a bunch of, like, particularly, like, popular games, that I just didn't get around to because I had other priorities, so, one of the games I was actually working on, just kind of casually playing it the other day, was Shantae and the Seven Sirens.
Ooh, good game.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a good Shantae game.
Yeah, the only Shantae game I've beaten so far still stands at Half Genie Hero, so I started going through Seven Sirens. And Seven Sirens is also kind of more the traditional Metroidvania instead of being divided up by stages like Half Genie Hero was.
Yeah.
Some other games that are on my list is I want to try going through the original PS1 versions of the Spyro games, since I recently went through the Reignited trilogy, so I want to kind of see how they compare.
Did you like the Reignited trilogy?
Oh, Reignited Trilogy was great. I played a little bit of the PS1 version of Spyro 1, and you can't really go wrong with either of them, but given the option, yeah, I would definitely recommend Reignited Trilogy, because they just implemented a lot of quality of life stuff.
Yeah, that was my feeling. I think I've played the PS1 version of Spyro 1, and I remember it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty popular and, you know, got a trilogy of games on the PS1, so had to be a sub-quality, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's round clear for Yoshi.
And probably after we're done this show, before I wrap things up for the night for myself, I'm probably going to be actually starting up, just casually playing through Final Fantasy VI. Because that's another game. That's another game on my list that I want to try to finish this year. That and Final Fantasy VII.
At some point, I've got to get to those. I'm slowly working my way through the Final Fantasies, but so far I've only gone 1 through 3.
6 is the only one of the SNES trilogy I have to play through still. Because it wasn't that long ago I also beat Final Fantasy V for the first time. And Final Fantasy V is a very good Final Fantasy, in my opinion.
That it is. Too bad it never came. It took so long for America to get it.
Yeah, not until the PS1 GBA, whichever of those two versions came out first.
I think it's a darn shame that we didn't get the Final Fantasy III for the Famicom.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, we also now have stuff like Pixel Remaster.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I'm gonna count my blessings that I was able to secure a copy of that, or at least a pre-order for it, both on Switch and PS4, because those sold out very quickly from what I saw.
At some point, I'm probably gonna pick them up on the PC.
Yeah.
Because I hear they're really good.
So I hear, I mean,
they are.
I think if you're... I feel like if you're used to how the original versions look, it could be a bit jarring, but once you get over that, it sounds like they're really solid.
Honestly, the puzzle mode here is kind of reminding me of Bejeweled.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Sure, another game that I added onto that hit list earlier today, because I was thinking about it, was basically any mainline Dark Souls game, because they're like, it's like one of those franchises. It's one of those franchises where everybody sings praises about it, but I just, every time I try to get into it, it just doesn't click with me. Except for when I played Sekiro. Sekiro was fun.
Oh, I mean, that
feels like a different beast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Hell yeah, 7 Chain. That's the good shit.
They are the Dark Souls of Dark Souls games.
Yeah, that is true, I guess.
Not wrong!
Like, I started playing Elden Ring when it came out, and I didn't stick with it. So I might spin that one back up.
Me neither. It's, like, I found it enjoyable for a bit, but then I just kind of got,
Which is a shame, because a lot of people were touting it as, like, their game of the year for this year, which...
Yep.
No, it was...
all the time.
No, it was very well liked. Honestly, the Dark Souls... I'm a little leery because I tend to shy away from hard RPG style games. But the thing about it is,
hard stuff.
I mean, I don't know.
As someone else I was watching talk about, I put it, a lot of it is like slow, methodical combat, where you have to be like very deliberate, which I think is part of the reason why Sekiro stuck with me a little bit more, because that's definitely a bit more fast-paced.
At
least that's what it felt like to me when I played it. Definitely you'll get your ass kicked a lot still, but a little bit different in pacing.
Well, I guess if you're going into it with the expectation of, yeah, this game's gonna kick my butt, then, you know, it'll probably help because you're basically already prepared for it.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons why I'm iffy on Elden Ring being, like, kind of told as the general game of the year, because it's not going to be an easy game for a lot of people to get into. Because, you know, series that's known for being infamously difficult.
In Dark Souls 2, You Will Die Edition.
Yeah, Prepare to Die Edition is what it's called. I think it'll be fun seeing how many of those games I end up hitting by the end of the year. How many I managed to cross off the list. There's a few others I have in there that I haven't said, but it'll probably be a process.
It's kind of interesting, the fact that the Dark Souls series is... My knowledge of it is basically, it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what it's known for. It's just, it's almost like it's strictly known for being a very hard game.
I played the beginning of Dark Souls 1 as well, because it was, back in the day on 360, it was one of the free games that you got with gold membership. So I tried it for a bit, and much like Elden Ring, it didn't stick with me. Then I tried it again later, I think when it got re-released on the Switch, and again, didn't stick with me, but maybe I'll break that curse eventually. But I also just didn't play a whole lot of games from 2022 in general. Most, like, I would need to look at the list of games again to see what exactly I beat that came out in 2022, because off the top of my head, Shredder's Revenge and the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. Or like
that was fun.
Or like the two games I can think of that came out in 2022 that I also beat in 2022. I'm sure if I looked at my backlog, I could find another example, but so much stuff getting shoved to the wayside.
That's the thing about it. These days we're spoiled for choice.
Yeah. It was also...
So many games, so time.
2022 was also a year more focusing on my retro backlog and cleaning out a lot of stuff that's been on the back burner on older consoles, because they're a lot quicker to get through, usually.
Yeah.
And I did get through a fair few games in the retro backlog, so it kind of worked out. I guess if you want to count it, 13 Sentinels was another game I went through, although that was more that the Switch version came out this year. So I got to experience that one for the first time. And 13 Sentinels
Was it a good time?
13 Sentinels is good. Visual novel with some real-time strategy sections. And is also
not a combination I usually hear.
And is also an Atlas game. You know, Atlas makes some really strange stuff at times.
Yeah, like
it does.
I mean, it's Atlas. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
From the people
If
who
you're-
brought you Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
If you're asking Atlas to not make weird games, you're asking too much.
Easy to ask the sun not to set. Alright. There we go. Mallard down. Time for that freaky fish guy.
I don't even, like, have a protection for what my game of the year in 2023 is gonna be, because I feel like I haven't really seen a whole lot of games that are, like, coming out in 2023. Like, the main one I can think of off the top of my head that's probably gonna be, like, a game of the year contender for a lot of people is Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game.
News. Okay, I'm guess I'm missing my news. What's this about, a Zelda game?
Yeah, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, which got officially titled Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, that's coming out next year?
That's what they say. But you know how, especially with the development hell that Breath of the Wild was in when that came out, you kind of know what to expect when it comes to development hell. But also, Breath of the Wild 2 / Tears of the Kingdom got pushed back a bunch already, so It
Of
might,
course.
it might be done getting pushed back. Who knows,
Maybe.
really?
Somehow I
I
doubt
hope.
that.
Hey, I'd rather it be pushed back so they get a chance to do it right than, rush it out and
Yeah,
put,
Like what
Yeah.
most big companies do.
Especially- especially as
Yep.
somebody I was watching who was talking about their Game of the Years brought up, because Elden Ring raised the bar when compared with Breath of the Wild when it comes to like open world stuff. So now the ball is in Tears of the Kingdom's court.
Uh-huh.
Stakes have been raised. So.
I mean, so here's my big shtick about like pre-orders and everything. I know this was not mentioned, but it coincides with like releasing stuff, and buying in day one. I always find there's a bit of an over-reliance on day one patches. Like, am I the only one that
Yeah.
thinks that?
I agree.
You're totally.
Like, just
Look at
I mean,
basic
a
stuff.
so-
damn game first, please.
Day one patches, by itself, I am not too. That's not too big of a problem for me. What really annoys me is fixing bugs past the day one patch. Because that's more being dependent on the conveniences of modern technology in general. Because, like, that's definitely one thing that I can say was good about, like, the days of cartridges. And, I mean, it's also something that could be bad depending on the circumstances, but it's one of the, like, you're pressured to get it right on the first go-around because there's no way to update them. So,
Yeah, once it's out, it's out. There's no taking it back.
you gotta have higher standards before you ship it out, but nowadays there is that kind of that mentality of if it's broken,
Yeah,
we can
we'll
just
patch
fix it. We can just fix it with patches, which
You know what? Actually,
Or
now
for Bethesda, you can just you rely on. Oh, the fans will fix it.
so, you know what?
fudge.
Because now that's been mentioned, I now have to ask everyone. If you haven't already played it, or if you have already played it, what's your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077 back then to nowadays?
I haven't.
Little fix.
I have opinions of it, but also opinions as somebody who hasn't played it. Because my problem with Cyberpunk 2077 is particularly stuff surrounding the crunch. Because, yeah, crunch, if you are unaware, was pretty bad with Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was not good at launch. And then
Oh, yeah.
when that anime came up that rejuvenated interest in Cyberpunk, it felt like everybody just magically forgot about the crunch and just
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
kind
it's fine now. It's fine. They fixed it. It's all better.
That's-
Yeah, one second.
that kind of thing kind of just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing where it seems like it's become the standard in a lot of companies, a lot of development companies to go,
Yep.
yeah, well, we're going to make your lives a living hell, for an extended period of time.
Yeah,
That's just how it works. I'm like,
Yeah.
but sure
That's definitely its own can of worms, and also something that's very much a prevalent problem in the game industry.
that's how you end up
Yep.
being Konami and EA. You don't want to do that.
No.
Don't be those.
Well,
No,
I mean,
don't beat us.
I feel like the worst offender nowadays, that crown I think right now goes to Activision Blizzard.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
considering some of the lawsuits against them, yeah, that's a big oof.
So mind if I put in my 2 cents about Cyberpunk? It was overhyped to hell.
Yeah. Well,
Yep, that I can agree.
I mean, I wasn't paying too close of attention to Cyberpunk, but from my understanding, some of the hype was warranted because it was a studio that should know better.
I mean, they got a track record. People really like Witcher 3.
Okay,
Yep.
but tell me there's more than one game that is well praised from CD Projekt Red, though, other than Witcher 3, because I've heard that so much.
Well, people.
Look at what else. they've done.
People frequently would talk about the Saints Row 2 port for the PC, though not for the reasons that you want.
Yeah, now, see, here's the thing. If all I'm hearing is CD Projekt Red is well known for Witcher 3, that sounds a lot like the case of catching lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, look, I mean, not specifically Witcher 3, but like looks like Witcher in general. Looking at their Wikipedia page, but that's the main thing that they're known for.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
So not quite a huge case of it, but it's also like Witcher does really well from CD Projekt Red. So them trying something new, I can understand, but it's I couldn't find really much to be like. I guess I did find a little bit of hype in it. I'm not gonna lie.
And yeah, Leslie is right. EA is another scum of the earth company.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling the pride of earning loot boxes in Battlefront 2. We didn't forget that.
Yeah.
EA. We sure as fuck didn't forget that.
Yeah.
EA is just.
They're not loot boxes. They're surprise mechanics.
Surprise mechanics. That sounds like me when I was born.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Here's the difference, though. I'm not a disappointment. I don't think.
I mean, EA once upon a time did do okay stuff, but when they
used to do a lot of good shit.
When they started leaning hard into microtransactions, the cracks started to form. Then
I'd say the cracks were showing before because they have a track record of buying companies and then basically, okay, well, and we're done with you.
Shutting them down.
Acquisitions. Yep, I have not forgotten about Visceral. And, actually, Visceral is, like, the biggest thing I can remember.
I mean, that's one of the things that they're really, really, really bad about. And it's frustrating whenever you'll have a company that's got a great track record that people really love, and then they buy them, and then they gut them, and it's like, oh, we've got your IPs. We don't actually need the team.
Everybody remembers Dead
Space?
Space?
It's the same thing.
Yeah, good old Dead Space.
Which is ironic considering that Activision was formed from basically a bunch of people who wanted to actually get recognition for what they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one say irony?
Yeah. As they say, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Well, they sure as fuck drank the Fountain of Youth because they lived to see themselves become villains over and over from that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget about SSX3 because that was such an awesome game for me. And SSX Tricky. Honestly, just a lot of VA games back then used to be amazing.
I haven't played much of an SSX game, but I've definitely heard they're pretty good.
They are really good, but you gotta also imagine that they are arcadey.
Yeah. Well, I like the arcadey sports games.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, me
absolutely.
too.
I think you'd love it then. I think
Yeah,
you should give it a try.
because like that's. And when it comes to racers, the arcadey ones are more my style, like Outrun. Outrun's the easy one for me to point to.
Cruising USA.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we mentioned EA about this now, and now I kind of need to talk about this because it does make me a tad bit sad. But SSX, like the reboot SSX for like 360 and all that.
the wonderful world of reboots.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty. I thought it was good. If it didn't like. So here's the thing. I love some of the music in the game. I like some of the mechanics in the game. What I'm not a big fan of is like there's no free ride option like there was in 3.
So on the subject of reboots, actually, off the top of your head, what's the most infamous reboot out there?
Oh God, I'm actually have to enter the search. Hang on.
That's the idea. It's off the top of your head, like without doing any research.
I'd say Bionic Commando.
My immediate answer is DMC.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
DMC Devil May Cry.
That's a classic.
That one.
With our good friend Dante. I love that fan name for like. I haven't played much of it. I haven't played much in the way of Devil May Cry games, but man, seeing people use the term "Don't" for DMC Devil May Cry is just great.
Yep.
Hey, hang on. Anyone had something to say?
Do remasters count?
Remasters don't usually count, but I guess that kind of depends on the circumstances, because reboot is more like taking the franchise in like a different direction. And to be fair, there are good reboots out there. An easy one to point to is Mortal Kombat 9. That's just titled Mortal Kombat. That was a good reboot. But oftentimes, a reboot takes a franchise in a direction that fans of the franchise didn't really ask for, and usually in an attempt to get in a wider demographic, and oftentimes falls flat on their faces.
Yeah, because oftentimes they're courting people who aren't really that interested to begin with.
And that's I guess that's another thing that could really classify as a reboot. Star Fox Zero.
Yeah, well,
Oof, yep.
Star Fox. Every single game it's just about feels like it's a remake.
Or a reboot, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Zero wouldn't be so
guess
bad
I
if it wasn't
could-
for the control mechanics behind it.
You could
so
kind
as someone who's... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
you could kind of make that case about Sonic being a reboot in like the GameCube era with like when they introduced Crystal. Sonic 06, yeah. Sonic 06 is another pretty solidly infamous one.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a reputation, you could say.
A little.
Only a bit.
That'll be a game on my 2023 hit list. Sonic 06. One of the games.
Why?
One of the games
Why?
I got with my 360.
Look, so, good friends don't let good friends play Sonic 06.
Who said
man.
we were good friends?
Look, man, have you seen half the games I've made people play here?
You have a
It's a
point.
strict no friends policy. We have to be at each other's throats.
You only do Retro Book Club with your mortal enemies.
Nah, that was my mistake again.
Yeah, we're just playing casually, mostly shooting the shit, apparently, because we definitely derailed our conversation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, countless times have we done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did anybody here get the Cowabunga collection?
M&T Cowabunga collection? I got it.
Not yet.
I haven't played much of it, but I did get it.
One thing I definitely recommend, play the NES game with the enhancements turned on. It plays like a whole new game.
Which, and just any of the NES games, or just specific?
No, specifically the first one.
Okay. Yeah, because
the first one,
I enjoyed the first one, but it is definitely plagued with technical problems.
Yeah, they've got options to basically get rid of the sprite flicker and to eliminate all the slowdown. It plays so good.
Dang.
We're coming up on time, but I'm on the last stage, so I might just be able to pull out a game finish before
I was hoping to get that.
we're out of time.
I think I might be hitting on a finish too, but I did not get full clear by not see Bowser.
Or
I cleared.
Right, I forgot the versus mode in this game is
Nope,
actually
yeah,
the story
Bowser, here we
mode.
go.
yeah, versus mode is
Yeah.
the arcade mode.
Special stage?
Yeah, there's a story mode in this game. Kind of.
Yeah. No, it's a full story mode.
Yeah, story arcade mode. I mean, you can. I just beat it, so you can definitely beat it in half an hour.
Take that, Bowser. So long, game Bowser.
Hooray! I think we both got stuck on some of the late game stages when we played Pound a Pawn on here a few weeks back. So Now we both went to quick. Of course, you also played on very hard difficulty. I was just on hard difficulty, I think.
Yeah. Get a few continues in there, but
no, wait, we're not done. We still got 2 minutes.
Close.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Edelbean also runs this game, Leslie, so.
Now to enjoy the end.
Yep. Do they even give you the code for being on hard difficulty, or do you specifically have to beat it without using a continue to get the code for very hard?
I think you just get it for beating it, but I don't know.
Okay. Because I know it either on hard or very hard, the game tells you try beating it without using a continue. That might be on very hard difficulty to get the, quote, true ending.
I also believe you need not to lose a single character, which is pretty much easy if you don't select them.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I'm not afraid of the big bad Bowser. Defeated Bowser, we sure are not beaten. We've only kicked him out, for now. The Koopa King is crafty and very stubborn. I'm sure he'll be back. And soon. Please tell me that you are only kidding. He's always back. Never gives up.
Bowser's back. All right.
On his bullshit again.
All right.
Virtual with about 10 seconds left on the clock. And that is time.
We can't just be Bowser, we must crush him. We can't just be strong, we must be strongest. What?
Whew.
3 games down, 2 to go. And when we come back, we'll be playing Veritasu's game next. We'll see you in a bit.
Woohoo.
See you guys soon.
Well, I'm happy with this ending.
The ending we deserved.
Yes. All right. I haven't played some Tetris Attack in a while.
Yeah.
So if he continues, makes sense.
Thanks for hanging around for some good old Tetris Attack.
Yep.
And more.
You know
what the?
I'm gonna say it. I'm glad that I picked this.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it's a good game.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, we'll have the Game Boy version.
Oh no.
I mean, they did all right for a Game Boy port. I played it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Or let's go with the N64 version of Panel Upon with a super hard mode.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about our 4th game for today. From Veritasu.
Well, it's a little bit out of season for it, but I was looking at the history of the ones that have been on here, and I saw that this one had not yet shown an appearance, though other games in the series had. So I figured it would be a good time to bring it for the showcase. We talked about its company just a minute ago. It's a Konami game. In fact, whenever that I was doing my retrospective on all the NES, Famicom, Konami games, if I remember correctly, I think this kept the #1 spot. It is Castlevania.
Straight up Castlevania. Well, specifically, it's the Japanese version of Castlevania we have today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I specifically suggested the 1992. They originally came on the Famicom Disk System, but they re-released it in, I think, 93 as a Famicom Cart. And I figure for those who aren't as good with Castlevania and find it really difficult, you might appreciate this. It's got an easy mode in this one.
Yeah. What has changed between normal and easy mode? I assume damage tables, at the very least?
Damage tables are reduced. You have no knockback.
Oh.
You do not lose your power-ups when you die. So if you die, you keep your special weapon.
You still lose them on game over?
I think so.
Right.
You get 10 lives per continue.
I bet they don't fix the biggest crime, which is committed jumps.
No. Well, no, I don't think so. Of course, my argument is that the committed jumps is part and parcel of Castlevania, and to fix it in this is a crime.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to adapt to the committed jumps, which is doable. There's definitely worse games with the whole committed jumps thing. Even another game that's recognized usually is good, but also hard, Ghosts and Goblins with its committed jumps.
Yeah, I consider this to be far better because the Castlevania it's like a timepiece. It's all fitted together so specifically in such a way that there's a rhythm to it, and if you can find that rhythm, it just flows.
Yeah.
And then there's the DOS port.
We don't talk about the
We don't talk about the DOS port.
There's also the MSX port.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
well, that's a different beast entirely.
Okay. I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I'm ready.
So this could be...
Right. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Castlevania. I know people who... I think it's people I know who speedrun the Amiga port of this game, I want to say.
Ooh.
That's a little bit better.
Gonna play on easy because I want to see what it's like.
Go for it.
Also,
Oh,
Tetris attacking was okay. Zant, we're now doing Castlevania.
Yeah, this is weird.
What's weird?
I just looking at something. Yeah, there's no music for me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wait.
No music. I'm getting music.
I'm
Same
getting
here.
music.
That's weird.
I'm not getting music.
I'm not getting music. Hold on. I'm gonna try something.
Every copy of Castlevania is personalized.
I'm gonna try something and see if it works.
If it's emulator, maybe.
Maybe it's the cord you're
Just
using?
reset. Yeah, just reset the game. It might be some sort of weird bug with if you let the demo play out or something.
Could be.
Because I reset the game and immediately hit normal, and now the music plays no problem.
Huh, okay. That'd be kind of, that would be kind of interesting if... Yeah, you can have an easy mode, but you don't get the music.
Well, I play on normal, so... Because I've beaten this game a
You're-
bunch.
Yeah, I really
So,
would have been surprised if
this-
it was on easy.
This was,
For a moment, did what?
This was one of the games I got with my NES.
Ooh. I thought there was doing any music at the beginning just to get the music as soon as you got in. You know, get the creepy atmosphere behind it.
Yeah, that's what my thought process was they might not do it for the opening walk, but once you get past that and get into the castle, the music might start up, but no. Just a weird
You
bug.
know, that made sense.
That is a weird bug.
A bug I remember from the NES version,
Yeah.
but usually when I boot up the game, I don't even worry about letting the demo play out.
Yeah, this wasn't my first Castlevania game. The first one I ever played was Castlevania 2.
Yeah, that's one to start with.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I played this.
Doing it off the deep end, I see.
This one, I think I played a bit of Castlevania 2 as well back in the day, but I didn't really go too far into it. Later on, I would actually go on to actually beat that game. but it wouldn't be until years later. And then it took me a while before I started trying the Metroidvania Castlevania games.
My money! My money just fell into the sea.
Bury me with my money.
Oh, I don't have the weapon I would want with this boss fight.
No, money.
I should be fine, hopefully. It's only the first boss, after all. I usually like to have the axe for the giant bat, but...
How did you wind up not getting the axe?
I don't know, I just didn't go out of my way to whip candles, I guess, and I just didn't whip the one with the axe, it seems.
Huh.
Either way, it's the first
How
boss.
squishy
It's not too big of
Yeah,
a challenge. I guess this is a game that, if you were really good, maybe you could beat in half an hour. It's only 6 stages.
Oh, yeah, it's very beatable in half an hour.
Also, it's also, like, still pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, it's not an easy game, but...
Yeah.
Do you have to look for secret passages with the holy water? I can't remember. I can't make difference.
Thankfully, no.
I want to get me some holy water, because holy water is real freaking good. Basically,
It's
just
broken, and we love it.
use it to stun lock enemies. And bosses, for that
Oh
matter.
crap!
Basically, the only way I ever beat death nowadays, the stage 5 boss, is by just getting holy water, and then just stun lock death to, well, death.
Yeah, I had a case recently, well, not that recently, but I had a case where I wound up not having the holy water, and I still managed to beat him, but it was not fun.
It's a lot harder.
Yeah. Especially since with that particular stage, you don't get the holy water past, like, very, very early on.
Yeah. Well, I took my
I think
first...
was what happened, actually. I think I had it, and then I died.
I took my first death, to the most likely suspect of any death in a Castlevania game, Medusa
Knocked into
heads.
a
Head.
pit.
Medusa.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, everybody knows it.
Everybody loves Medusa heads.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Oh, I'm aware.
How do you use your sub weapon?
Up and B.
Up and attack.
Okay, thank you.
Apparently, the any percent world record for Castlevania is about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 45 seconds.
No, I can totally
Set by
believe that.
JC
Just
earlier
that
this
much.
year.
Hmm.
And that's that part I wasn't expecting, the earlier this year part. Oh, well, that's meat I'm not getting. Good thing I'm already at full health. Properly.
That hurt me.
Come here. Come here.
Come here.
Stage 3 is gonna be
Series.
the first real test, because that's the first stage I'd call pretty difficult.
Yeah, three steps up the difficulty considerably.
Or it can be really infuriating, though.
Oh yeah, 3 is like, okay, now the training gloves are off. 4 is where it starts kicking.
Yeah. Starts taking away your shins.
Yeah.
You're really making me feel like looking forward to the other stages. Hmm.
I mean, you've played this before, haven't you, Polk?
Barely.
Oh.
Not much. Certainly
If
not
you're,
the
playing it,
completion.
if you're playing it on easy mode, then, you know, it shouldn't be that bad of a time. Especially since easy mode doesn't have knockback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And knockback's the source
yeah.
of many deaths.
Yeah.
Knockback, man. The enemy has so many players in Nintendo era. Well, in any platformers.
What the hell is this Roman numeral 2 symbol underneath my stage number?
That is a double shot that you picked up. Basically what that does is you can have 2 of your sub-weapon on screen at once instead of just 1.
Ooh.
Ah, come on!
And believe me, you want it.
Yeah. That said, if you pick up another sub-weapon, that double shot power-up is gone. You gotta pick up another one.
Damn it, I fell through the stairs and died.
Unless you're playing on easy mode, in which case it doesn't.
Also, we get one of the better songs in this game in Stage 3.
Oh,
Wicked Child is a classic song.
Mm-hmm. I remember I had a little tape recorder that I just recorded this off of the TV to listen to in the car.
I don't think this is one of the Castlevania games that I've got a vinyl record for. I know I've got one for Rondo of Blood.
Ooh, vinyl.
Yeah, I don't have one for this one, I don't think, but Rondo I know I have, and Rondo has a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it does.
How did I survive?
Time for some more Medusa heads. Boy, oh boy, do I love Medusa heads.
Is that sarcasm?
I'll let you be the judge of that.
Yeah, Castlevania has a series has just fantastic music.
Yeah.
All around.
Really, one of the things is how nicely refined this is as a platformer in 1986.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly, not a horrible time.
And they refined it even more, like, particularly when Super Castlevania 4 came out, which is another game that we've had on here before.
Yeah.
And then there's Symphony of the Night.
Which just changed the entire formula, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's legendary.
And Castlevania 3 is no slouch either.
Yeah,
also,
it's tight.
Also no slouch in terms of its difficulty.
Yeah, also true.
That is still the only Castlevania game of the NES trilogy I have not beaten. I've beaten one.
Watch again, why?
I've beaten 2. I haven't invested the time in beating 3. I'll take that pork chop.
Well, that's where...
God damn it, Knockbat, man, why?
The important thing to remember, Sypha is a powerhouse.
Yep, that is something I'm definitely aware of in Castlevania 3, is you want Sypha.
Unless you're playing the Japanese version, in which case Grant is kind of OP.
Yeah, I've heard Grant is good in the JP version, just the JP version is easier in general.
Yeah.
Also has the better music, from what I recall.
Yeah, well, they had a special chip that gave it 2 extra sound channels.
Yeah.
I believe it was on this system too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no. Not on the disc system.
Right, stage 4. You're definitely going to be a big old bundle of fun. It's particularly the first part, though, with stage 4 that's the problem child.
Yeah.
Well, there goes that double shot.
Well,
Funny enough, I have picked up another sub and I have not lost my double shot yet.
The second and third parts of stage 4 aren't nearly as bad.
Well, you're playing an easy, right?
Correct.
Yeah, the rules don't apply for that one because normally you would lose it if you picked up another sub weapon, but in easy mode, you keep your double or triple shot and it just carries between.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be handy for if you're going through it on easy.
that'd be nice.
Okami, you are blazing through this.
Oh, I died.
I've beaten Castlevania at least a few times, so. Pretty sure I played at some conventions before as well. We'll see how the boss goes, because I'm always worried about how Frankenstein will go, mostly because of that god darn hunchback.
Ha!
Oh, buggery of all buggeries.
Sounds like Castlevania. Ooh. Oh, well, there's a death.
I died when I feel like I shouldn't have, but okay.
Well, no holy water for me for this boss. That'll be a fun ride.
Darn it.
Unfortunate, because, yeah, there was a pork chop right there. And I think I can still work with this, it's just gonna be a lot rougher now.
Dang you, Medusa. Why?
Take the extra heart. Extra ammunition for my dagger.
It's stabbing time!
Hey, I got a triple shot.
Yeah, also, this is the point in the game where everything just feels like doing 4 damage, which is a fourth, which is a fourth of your health. So,
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Not this time, you... Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, fudge.
Alright, we're still good. We're still golden. We're on to stage 5.
It's still good. It's still good.
Cut it a little close because I was on my last hit, but...
Yeah, that's... that's pretty much fighting Frankenstein without the holy water in general. No!
That said...
You okay?
I picked up an axe.
Oh dear. Well, if I got through without holy water, you can too.
Yeah.
I ask you, what is best in life?
Fuck it, I'm just gonna take the death at this point. I took too many hits. This is also another good song. The stage 5
might not be
theme.
too bad, because I can hit him potentially on the arc.
Medusa head dead.
Ooh.
And I can't exactly do that well. Okay. Man.
Oof, I've soft-locked myself where if I get hit once, I die at the boss.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
That's a problem. Good luck.
No, I can't. I am rolling on 1 hit, and it is not great. Time to whip every wall, try to remember where the hell there's a pork chop or anything to heal me. Because if I make it to the second part of the stage, and I die, that holy water's gonna be hard to come by.
Guys, I found a funny skeleton.
There's a pork chop, yeah.
Okay, axe actually works okay for him.
Yeah, I would imagine it does, because I feel like it would do an okay job at hitting the flea man.
Yeah, that's really the big advantage.
Nope, don't go up the stairs. I want to burn the Axe Knight and get myself a double shot. I forget what exactly causes the spawn for double shots, but I think it's something to do with defeating enough enemies with the sub-weapon.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily enemies, it's also candles.
Ah.
Because you can use, you can grind on,
Well, I have a triple shot now, so...
You can grind on on the candles outside of Dracula's chamber to get a triple shot.
Yeah, fudge.
Yeah. Alright. Still sitting pretty. I think I can take 2 extra hits, and then the 3rd hit will kill me, which is honestly pretty good for this stage in the game, this far in.
Okay.
Alright, Axe Knight, you need to die.
Hey.
Yes, delicious wall meat. How you doing, Murray?
Delicious wall meat.
I'll take a double.
Maybe you'll even take a triple.
Can I take a double with lots of sugar?
Oh, no, I don't want that. You go away. I'm not even gonna try jumping over you. I definitely don't want to trade my triple shot holy water for the clock.
You know.
Alright, the real decider.
Ooh.
The last leg of stage 5.
Yes.
The fun wonders of particularly that hall before death, with the 2 Axe Knights and the Medusa heads.
I like to call that the rhythm hallway.
I have to get into a rhythm to safely get through it.
Yeah, really.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out down here. Try to get that red skeleton to go somewhere that's not here. Thank you for the,
cannot refuse.
thank you for the congratulations on the Games Given win. Those are some interesting games we got.
No! Dang it.
Pixie has a point. I find it wild that this wall meat eating stair falling down whip man eventually got into Smash.
Yep.
Okay.
Then again, it
when
was
you put it
also on
like-
the Nintendo show.
When you put it like that, it does make sense.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I was actually, the other day, because I had never seen the show before, watching some episodes of Captain N.
Oof.
And Simon in that show is a bumbling idiot. He's just so full of himself. Are you not?
Yeah, Captain N, the Game Master.
Are you not familiar with Captain N Tune?
Captain N.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yes.
I
No,
have.
yes, I have.
I will explain more about it in detail once I am done fucking up because I have made a critical mistake against death here. So
You failed to stun lock him, didn't you?
yeah. So he managed to get his sights out.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, but the stairs are probably my worst nightmare right now.
Oh yeah,
Welcome to the Castlevania experience.
Yeah, stairs just kind of suck ass in general.
Normal or easy, stairs are just the enemy of any Belmont.
Yeah.
Stop
You'll
moving
face
around,
your
Death.
most
It's a cold stare.
Some enemy. The stairs!
Okay, I still managed to get past
Take
Death.
it step by step.
Okay,
Ooh, baby.
so Captain N was a TV show back in the day. I think it got 3 seasons.
I think it was only 2.
I think it was 2 full ones and like a few season 3 episodes is what I was reading. But either way, it was basically the story of this guy who was a hero from another world, aka a hero from our world, to save the game world. Is the basic. Oh right, I want the clock for the stage. And a lot of the supporting characters that you regularly saw with him. Also, the worst rendition of Mega Man.
Mega Man, who sounds like he smokes 20 packs a day.
Basically. But a lot of the recurring characters that were kind of part of the main team of Captain N characters, you had like. God, that bat is not playing nice today. Yeah, I that's the funny thing. I think they refer to him as Kid Icarus and not Pit.
Yeah, they do.
But you also had Mega Man. You had Simon Belmont.
Please tell me they had Super Mario.
There was no Actually, I don't think Mario even got a character in the show. Probably like
he had his own show, so
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a show that ran alongside Super Mario Bros. Super Show, as well as the ever infamous Legend of Zelda cartoon series.
well, not the Super Show. The Super Show was its own thing. It ran alongside the Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh, it was like alongside Mario 3. Okay,
Yeah,
probably also alongside
Mario World.
Mario World as well. Yeah. But there are also some other character. Like there was an episode where they go to the world of Tetris, for example. That was some interesting physics.
I believe some of the recurring villains also included King Hippo and the Eggplant Wizard.
The main antagonist was Mother Brain, with your Bebop and Rocksteady being basically King Hippo and an Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus, and occasionally Dr. Wily.
Yeah.
Oh
And
god.
in 1K Scanning.
Yeah. Well, that was also when they went to the world of Legend of Zelda. So.
Yeah. Also,
Guys, I did it.
I
I
want to
mastered
mention.
stairs.
Oh,
Nice. I will also does it sound like that plot sounds like it's an isekai?
it kind of is.
It basically is.
Basically a fanfic.
Oh god. It's a self-insert of all things.
I mean-
Well, can I beat Death with 1 hit and no holy water?
Good fucking luck. Meanwhile, I'm up to Dracula.
Great. Me about stage 3. Yeah.
Definitely, you can definitely find episodes of Captain N on YouTube, so I suggest giving them a watch just to see what it was like.
It was one of the big shows on NBC for me back then.
Yeah. I mean, it was a show from before my time, so I didn't really see them when they were airing on TV, but it was one of those shows that
it also had a comic book.
Yeah.
And within a comic book, they actually did show Samus actually being a woman.
Yeah.
I think another cameo franchise in Captain N in the TV show was in reference to Bayou Billy, and also how brutally difficult Bayou Billy is. Wow, I am doing terrible at landing hits on Drac.
Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Come on.
Yeah, Nothing to Lose is another good track. The Form 1 Dracula song.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad the fight doesn't exactly slap because it's a bit of a slog.
Bayou Billy.
Bayou Billy.
That game took me 37 years to beat?
I have
It took
2
me
hits.
a long time to beat.
I still have 2
The stairs,
hits.
the
which-
natural enemy of Belmont's.
yeah.
Oy.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it on this attempt, but at least I'm on to Form 2.
37 in a row?
37 in a row?
Guys, is there a secret mode where you can play as Kid Drac?
That'd be crazy,
Yeah, it's
wouldn't
called buying. It's called buying the. It's called buying Kid Dracula.
it? Let's go ahead and stun lock you a little bit.
All right, let's see if we can do this now.
So close.
Ah, damn it. Speaking
Come on,
of so
Naomi.
close, I forgot how inexpensive holy water was apparently. Oops. For some reason, I thought it was a bit more expensive. If I remember that, yeah, I would have definitely been able to stun lock Drac for long enough to just kick
I'm
his
gonna
ass.
I'm just gonna take an intentional game over.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, in other fun portrayals in Captain N, the way they portrayed Alucard in Captain N.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yes! Oh god, Skater Boy card.
Yeah.
With his bad skateboard.
And poor Sypha.
Captain N was a weird fever dream.
Yeah.
Oh, and the way the Mother Brain looked, she was just, oh god.
Yeah.
It wasn't the brain that was the Mother Brain, it was the stem between the brain and the floor, like...
Hold on, I'm gonna have to take a look at all these now. I'm gonna search it.
We need to watch this together and riff it.
Yes,
Hard.
yes,
Yes.
movie.
God.
We just
that.
riff tracks Captain N.
I have the entire series on DVD.
Oh no! Oh no!
Make that the anniversary episode.
There you go. We just all watch Captain N. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe it's like a side thing
that'd be great.
on top of what we usually have planned, and all the fun that comes with that.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna search up what the hell this is about. It's gonna be one sec.
Just remember, if you want to go to the I forget what they call it, the video game world, you have to fight King Hippo using an NES advantage.
Yeah, that's what the intro shows is. While he's in the middle of fighting King Hippo, using an NES advantage for reasons, I guess.
Well, I mean, I can think of worse things.
What worse? They could have been using a power glove, for all we know.
Oh,
Sorry,
Excuse me. What?
Yeah.
Why does Simon Belmont look like a fucking Californian surfer?
Yeah, so here in the Retro Book Club room, there's Mother Brain.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you should see
yes.
Simon Belmont's person. He's basically the butt monkey of that show.
yeah, he is.
This is he has quite the chin though. Even you have committed. It's putting Buzz Lightyear to shame.
The Crimson Chin.
He was vain. He was a playboy.
Let me see Alucard. Oh my god, that's Alucard.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm not okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But freaking that honestly No, I'm very sorry.
Now
to
you
say
know what?
this,
I
but
have to watch it.
Simon Belmont looks a lot like an emote Pro Center would use.
Like I said, if you want to watch the shows, you can find full episodes of them on YouTube. You just gotta search for them.
Oh my god, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to search for him.
Did you see the show's portrayal of King Hippo yet?
I have not yet. I'll
Go
search that right
look
now.
that up.
Oh god.
Also, the show's portrayal of Mega Man.
Alright,
Mega
one
Mega.
second. That's King Hippo?
Yeah.
Dude, looking like a motherfucking Frankenstein vampire.
I like how the first image I see just perfectly for Simon Belmont just perfectly shows
studio
Simon.
got wrong and thought it was a Jiangxi.
The first image I see when I Google Captain N of Simon Belmont just perfectly portrays his character. Threw it in the Retro Book Club room, and I will go ahead and throw this one in the Twitch chat as well for people to know exactly which image I'm talking about here.
Wait, guys, no, this is an alternate costume for King Hippo. It's the second costume in Smash, don't you know?
This is titled
Could you imagine if they reference like Captain N in Smash as like a secondary costume?
It would have been perfect.
Okay, no, I will tell you this right now, okay? If I was to ever see Captain N in any Smash content, it would most likely be as an assist trophy.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I would totally just play as Simon Belmont in
wait.
Smash Ultimate with his getup in Captain N.
Hold on, one exception, alternate costume for Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
That's like the
Or even
closest thing.
Falco.
Or
Falco
possibly
with his
Mega Man.
with his gun.
I note,
Or
you've
Zapper.
got 40 seconds left of this game.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to finish it.
I know we kind of got distracted by talking about Captain N, the game master.
At least I can get to the last stage.
All I can say is, what the fuck is this?
Again, we have to watch this now. It's in the contract.
I don't know if I want to watch it, man.
It's an experience.
Oh, here's another image to see out of context from Captain N.
Oh no, hang on.
It's in the Retro Book Club room.
No.
Oh my.
No. Fuck no. Also, it's time.
Yep, I forgot to stop the timer. I was too distracted by this shit.
And that's not even getting into the verbal text.
Yeah.
Oh god, yep.
Okay. When we
I'm not
come,
gonna lie, that's giving me a nervous twitch.
when we come back from break, we've got one last game for the night from Anon. We'll see you guys in a bit.
See you guys soon. God, what in the actual fuck? I did not know if I wanted to learn today, but I
This
did now.
aired on TV!
Yes, this was a TV show marketed for kids.
Uh-huh.
Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kids.
marketing.
Okay, interesting? Man, kids back then must have been hardcore as fuck.
I mean, some of the other shows, like I went back and watched all the episodes from the Legend of Zelda TV series, and it's also like one of those things that when I was rewatching it, it also occurred to me. You ever find it weird how the first boss in a Zelda game that most people probably found is like one of the least used ones in Zelda games?
Oh, Aquaminus?
Aquamanus, yeah, because I can't think of that many Zelda. The only other game I can think of off the top of my head that uses Aquamantis is Oracle of Seasons. Is there another one I'm forgetting?
Now that you mention it.
Yeah, pretty much every other boss in that game, except for Dig Dogger, because fuck Dig Dogger.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about now?
Bosses in the first Zelda game being, and how often they got used later on. Because, like, outside of Aquamantis and Dig Dogger, a lot of the other bosses got used decently regularly. And Aquamantis was the first boss that a lot of people probably experienced in Zelda 1 being the Dungeon 1 boss. Anyway, if we want to get sidetracked, that can wait for a little bit because we've got another game to talk about here. We've got the last game.
Last game.
We've got the last game from Anon.
Now take us home, Anon.
And okay, you are there.
How to put this?
Good?
What's an old-ass cartoon that you know exists, but no one else talks about? Or at least that maybe they've said in passing.
Well, apparently, according to me, apparently Captain N counts.
What's one that hasn't been talked about in, like, years?
Pirates of Darkwater?
I wouldn't know that, but I will go sure.
Looney Tunes.
It's close
King
to
Arthur and the
that.
Knights of Justice?
Okay.
That's a reference. Well, how about Rocky and Bullwinkle for the SNES?
Oh God, no! Why?
At least it's not the infamous version, but yes,
Yeah,
Adventures of
not
Rocky.
the NES version.
Yeah.
Better.
I would have gone with that just for the janky, horrible animation.
I have beaten Rocky and Bullwinkle on NES. It is very not good.
That's pretty mildly.
It's not as bad as the Nintendo version, but it's indeed very not good.
I don't believe the Lost Vikings actually had a cartoon. I think it's just a game.
Well, we're in the hands of
Yeah, it was just a
Imagineering,
game.
so...
Also, God, you mentioned that. I remember there was one song in there I kind of liked. I'm gonna have to revisit that now.
Well, I guess it'll be time to revisit the mines again.
Again?
And the mines is gonna be a fun stage when we get there.
Oh yeah, the mines. And I was looking up the long play.
This game showed up in the last swap race. I didn't make it through, but
The mine stage from what I remember seeing of this game is cruel to everybody.
Yeah. You can feel my soul dying right now.
Okay.
What a way
don't-
to end this year.
Soul? We're in RBC.
We might be okay. I don't see Gary Kitchen's name on here.
The soul at the bottom of my foot, on my shoe.
I'm ready to go and everybody else is. Oh, and not because I have to do this because it got redeemed. Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
I mean,
Okay, anyway.
Yes.
Just as reference, where?
Anyway, is everybody ready to go?
I guess.
Alright.
No, I don't think I am. I'm not gonna lie, Chief.
Can one be ready for this?
No.
Starting
Let's be
in
race.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. I will be surprised if this lasts the full 30.
This is a hell of a way to end out the game or the year.
Oh, hi, Toon, twice.
Yep. Alright.
Sticky keys, everyone.
Don't.
Alright, so I'm gonna guess.
games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, we're.
Oh, I already died.
Options.
I
Bro,
have.
what?
I have already died.
Wait. Oh, I see.
Yes.
There's main game and minigame. That's it. That's all there is for options. I guess this is an old game, so I'll have to cut it some slack.
The climbing is jank.
Jump.
Yeah.
Jump. That doesn't do anything.
I definitely
The
tried.
idea is that.
I definitely tried to climb and then accidentally went off the cliff.
Yes, all three of their
Oops.
adventures.
Speaking of going off the cliff, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this button.
Oh. Okay.
That's a word I haven't heard in a good while. Purloined.
Let's try this again.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
Remember that not only do you have headbutts, you have fruits that you can shoot. You can throw at things.
That headbutt animation for while you're climbing. You know what that animation reminds me of? The animation for attacking with your salami and Alf.
You know, now that you say it, I can see it.
I apologize for nothing.
Yeah, that's a proper feeling.
Just the Rocky and Bullwinkle experience.
At least
Oh,
I
God.
figured out how to dodge.
That jump didn't go how I hoped it would.
So are we supposed to be collecting these flags?
No, you don't have
so.
to. They're like coins.
Enough of them
And
again.
I'm not gonna bother with them.
Yeah, it seems like more trouble than
And
it's
throw
worth.
the tomatoes that you pick up. Or apples.
Wait, those are
whatever they-
tomatoes?
Something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, they are projectiles.
Yep, they're your ammunition.
Although the ammo camera makes it makes them look more like chocolate balls.
They're orbs.
Yeah.
Alright, mine
My
section,
kinda game,
here
then.
we go.
I should hopefully be there soon now that I'm starting to get my act together.
Hey, I was just jumping very much.
I'm going to guess this is the kind of game that has limited continues.
Nope, that's one mercy it has.
Okay,
think-
there's actually unlimited continues.
Is it actually a
I think-
mercy?
You
It
think?
just means you don't have as
Take it or
convenient
leave
an
it.
excuse to stop playing.
I can find plenty of excuses.
Oh god.
Oh, I love blind jumps. They're my favorite.
Eh,
Wait, no.
That's
It says
fine,
continue,
you know
3
it's-
left.
Oh, my bad then. Maybe I haven't been good
limited
time.
continues? Oh my god, there is. Nope, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to play this.
Whoever wants to
you
play a
haven't
Rocky
reached
and
the section
Bullwinkle
with the-
game.
Look at these platforms!
Oh god.
Look at these platforms!
Yeah, I have these small platforms that also crumble if you stand on them for too long.
This is some lame
Yeah.
shit, bruv.
Welcome to the Rocky and Bullwinkle experience.
Population us.
AKA capital torture.
Uh-huh. Now, of course, this was in Kusagrande too.
Yep, that's where I
Pretty sure
remember
this is
seeing this
outlawed
one.
at least 3 different states.
Only 3?
Surprisingly, yes. Only 3. Also, there's a honk when you pause. There is. That's hilarious. Okay, I'll give it 1
Yeah.
point. It's funny when you pause.
Honk.
Honk.
I might honestly just get a sound effect to that. Just.
Anyway, yeah, I am in the mines now as well. I'm also dead.
I survived. How? Why? I'm not sure if this is mercy or just worse.
Take it and go. Take
Why
it and
do you keep me
go.
prisoner here? Yeah. Then there's a my cart section. That's gonna be it's so low.
Nobody's gonna have
Look at
fun when we get to
pleasure.
the minecart. That is where all fun is gonna stop being had.
Uh-huh. Guess
Is it
what
as bad
our
as
goal
the
was for
Tasmania?
race?
Is it as bad as the minecart in Tasmania?
Debatable.
It's
Because I remember
It's
that
so
was the game that
terrible.
made me stop playing that game.
What
Okay.
upsets me more about this is basically there's no checkpoint as far as I can tell, or I haven't gone far enough.
There's checkpoints there, but you have
Oh,
yeah, you do
there
have
are.
to go a bit of a ways.
my
And
God.
according to Leslie, Otto Blues set the world record for this game during his run at HDQ 2017 with a
Of
time
course, it's Author Blue.
with a time of 17:53.
Again, of course, it's Author Blue. I'm not surprised.
Otto Blues does decisions.
Yeah, they
Of course.
make.
That's all I'm willing to say
Decisions.
about on the matter.
I'm not gonna lie,
Wow.
this actually makes me reconsider whether this is a worse game than Brad's Movie the Game or not.
I don't think it's quite that bad, but man, is it not great.
Man, does it make me
Now
reconsider
you
life
know what I was
choices.
saying. Okay, that's interesting.
I hate this stupid robot with the wind-up key.
Yeah, you can take it out with fruit, but you only have so much ammunition out of it.
I mean, you can also hit it with your head to at least disarm it for a time.
Dude,
Take out
this is
the
some
key
lame
from the
shit.
Yeah, but
But
again, welcome to the experience.
But even when it's disarmed, you still will take damage if you walk through it.
Yeah, which is really, really annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so platform.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna work my way through these platforms, but, tall order.
At least there's no time limit.
True. There we go. At least I made that jump
Can you
this
imagine if
time.
this game had a time limit?
Oh my god. I wish your jump went a little bit higher for these, small jumps. Unless it's one of those games where if you jump as the platform is going up, it helps with your momentum. It might be one of those types of games.
You do have to hit it while the platform's heading up, so you can actually get enough movement on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just miss. This is the second stage. Why make platforms that small?
This is Imaginary, the same people who made Bart versus the World.
Oh god, why?
And Bart versus the World. Oh god, okay, this is a problem now. That platform can come back if I scroll it off screen, right? Yeah, thank god.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's time I'd pull a speedrun maneuver.
Oh joy.
Turning off the game.
Good luck.
Yeah, actually.
Oh god. Oh god.
Smart move. I like the way you think.
Oh my god. Trying to do any sort of precise jumping is just so aggravating.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I was onto another section. And I sunk myself. I'm gonna go ahead and reset because I've already used 2 continues, and now that I've got a little bit more understanding of how the game works, I want those continues back.
I want my money back.
What did you pay? What did you pay for this anyway? That's what I thought.
Whatever it is, it's too much.
Paid with your sanity.
Santi, what's
Okay,
that?
you're paying for my therapy.
My insurance doesn't cover that.
Why aren't there aliens?
Good question. It's Rocket Bullwinkle. What do you expect?
Oh, oh my... You son of a...
Oh.
You absolute son of a...
Cruelty strikes yet again.
I was at the end and an enemy shot me that was hiding in the background.
Same. We did the exact same thing, didn't we?
We did.
The exact same bloody thing. Same place, same alien, same health.
Womp
My
womp.
2 brain cells are just screaming at each other because they both fell for a trap.
That's just... Oh.
That's terrible game design.
That... Oh.
Welcome to this bloody game.
When I saw a YouTube video of this, I was split between choosing the NES or the SNES version. I heard this was the fairest of the 2.
It is definitely. It is definitely.
Frog, which is a scary bit.
Yeah, it is definitely the more fair one of the 2.
When this
Although-
is over,
Okay,
I want a
I'm
written
gonna do
apology.
fucking minigames and then I'm done.
Although with that said, I think the NES version's a lot shorter.
Well,
Yes,
the
yes.
NES version is short.
Yeah, it's very short. You can actually beat the game in like under 10 minutes, not even like as a speed run.
But it's also got worse platforming.
Yes, and worse music,
Yes. And worse graphics.
and worse everything.
Did we expect
Quality?
out of Rocket
What quality?
Bullwinkle?
There's also a Game Boy Rocky and Bullwinkle if you really want to dig through the trash.
There's more.
There's always more. Probably also a Genesis version,
Right.
but I would imagine the Genesis version would be largely the same as this
Probably.
version.
I believe it.
Because that was common to this era.
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking at some of this and like, how do you avoid damage?
Yes.
That's the neat part. You don't.
Ah, great.
Alright. Back up to where I was before. I'm on my last life currently, but I also haven't used the continue yet, so looking marginally better.
Alright, I've actually got help this time.
Only-
Screw you! No! Bad
Your
alien!
body just having enough of Sherman's shit.
Ah. Oh, great! My
I
God!
mean it. Hang on a second. I'll post this. Look at that.
Ah!
Mr. Peabody is literally trying to kill Sherman with a fucking dragon.
I hope somebody clipped whenever both Polk and I had the exact same thing happen at the exact same time.
Please.
Oh yeah, that was beauty. Kind of stuff.
Oh, thank
Kind of stuff.
goodness.
Oh god. Well, I guess I'll die.
Well, I'm out of continues. Oh, wait, no, I take it back. I've got one.
I just used my first one.
Is that a mercy or not?
I don't know, I'm tempted to run off ledges now.
Just say, oops, I got full game over. I guess I can't play this anymore.
Well, I just...
Hooray! We have finally learned that we don't want to play this game. So here's my main question. How did this fare to the public? Let me check.
I can't imagine well. My prediction
Yeah.
is not great, but still probably better than the NES version.
Yeah, see, I believe
Yeah,
that.
I think I remember seeing a Nintendo Power review, or like not a full review, but like a rating on the game, and I think this was one of the ones where it's like,
Wait a
This
second.
probably
Why is there a
tried-
Genesis version 2?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
what's
the
that?
exact same as this version, just on Genesis.
And a Game Boy version?
Yep, we talked about the Game Boy version briefly. Varan saying he enjoyed this game as a kid.
Man,
Oh yeah, I did have that as a kid. The poor
that's the thing about
soul.
being a kid. When you've got a limited number of games, you make yourself enjoy them.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
that's
'Cause
basically.
that's all you're gonna have for a while.
Yeah, that's the enjoying games as a kid experience.
so...
Oh my god,
let-
I'm the worst at that jump.
Let's start then, shall we? Let's start with the SNES version.
That was pathetic.
Consoles Plus. What do you think this? They did a percentage rating. So, what do you guys think they did for percentage?
23.
20%.
This is for the SNES version.
This is for the SNES version.
I'm gonna say somewhere in the 30s, so let's say 34.
75%.
Are you kidding?
Ah,
I wish I was kidding.
I mean,
Hyper.
Yeah.
51. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, I might as well just say 51 out of 100 is what Hyper said. All right, Nintendo Power SNES version. This is out of 20. Go.
Out of 20,
Out of 20.
15.
I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna say 14.
12.
10.6.
Oh, that's the low one. Okay, I see how it is.
Last one for SNES. This is percentage. This is by Super Control. Go.
Out of 100?
Out of 100.
I'm gonna go with 37%.
I say 56.
55.
Okami was dangerously close. 57.
Oh,
Dang.
Let's talk about the Mega Drive version. Electronic Gaming Monthly out of 10. Go.
3.
6.
Polk, you have a guess?
Out of 10, let's go 6.5.
4.
Oh.
Oof.
Close
Game
to that.
Pro.
I'm noticing a lot of these reviews are actually pretty varied in scores.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
GamePro also did a score for the Mega Drive version as well, out of 20.
Let's give it around 10.
I'm gonna go 8.
Ooh.
I'll be the person in the middle and say 9.
12.
Ah.
I'm at the minecart boss. Oh, great, I'm at the minecart boss.
You did it!
Okay,
Nice.
I've made it to the minecarts.
Video games and computer entertainment, out of 10.
Oh!
Have fun! Have fun!
It's a good
gotta
minecart
get it.
stage.
Oh no. Do I want to
No.
know what's going on?
Okay, they just put up there, maybe we should have made this level more difficult. Oh, screw.
Oh wow.
Carry on, carry on.
So what are we doing out of first? I assume still the Genesis version.
Mega Drive version, video games and computer entertainment, out of 10.
Out of 10. Hmm. 5.
3.
I'm in the middle of the road on this one.
4.
6.
Hey.
Electronic games, Mega Drive version, percentage. So out of 100.
Let's go with 40.
43.
37.
80%.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we know where part of the budget went.
All right, and let's go ahead and talk about the. Well, did we talk about NES version or no?
We have not talked about the
Right,
NES
no.
version, but I feel like that
All
one's
right.
going to be really interesting,
Oh,
just
yeah.
knowing that
All right.
version.
Okay. There's two ratings, so we'll start with GamePro. They did an NES version. Out of 20, go.
Out of 20.
I'm going to say 7.
2.
3.
11.
What?
Yeah, 11 out of 20.
Different
What?
standards, man. Jeebus.
Okay, all right. You got one more for NES. Nintendo Power, out of 20, go.
7.5.
This is Nintendo Power we're talking about, so I'm going to say 12.
I'm gonna say 11.
9.5.
Oh. Lower than I would have expected for Nintendo Power, because I know they like to oftentimes...
That was them not having... That was them desperately trying to put a good spin on it, but not big deal.
Yeah.
All right,
Can only do so much.
we have 2 more ratings, and this one is for Game Boy version.
I don't remember a whole lot about the Game Boy version, so I'm going to be flying blind on
What?
this one.
What I know is, apparently the Game Boy version only has 3 levels,
Oh,
but
fuck.
they're with multiple sections.
Huh.
Okay. So what's our first ranking we're predicting?
Publication is total, and your first one is going to be a percentage, so out of 100, go.
Out of
Let's go
100.
30.
42.
I'll go dead even and say 50.
39%.
Ah.
We got one more. Video games DE. I don't know what that means, but it is a publication, as far as I know. I'll check this out later. Again, percentage. Nick, we'll start with you.
31.
Polk.
Percentile. Let's go 44.
All right, Veritasu.
I'm gonna go 35.
29%.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, this is a fun little distraction from the actual game.
It's sad.
The
but
raid is
then,
better than the actual game.
I got right in front of the minecart entrance while we were doing that and got nailed by the guy in the minecart entrance. So
it's sad when the
I
full
game
Price
over
is
the
Right
boss.
is more fun than this stupid game.
I'm gonna at least get to the minecart section and give it a few honest attempts before throwing in the towel of this one, because with how close I got, I can definitely at least get to the minecart section, especially with still officially 8 minutes on the clock.
Gotcha. Also, they're because there's 4 versions of this game. There are 4 different release dates.
Hooray!
Great.
The Game Boy got the October 1992. They are the first one. Second one
Personality.
is December 1992. That's the NES version.
Maybe we should have made that level a bit more difficult. Yep. Okay, minecart time.
SNES got the
Game
April
over.
1993 release. And Genesis is the only one that actually has a specific release date, May 1st, 1994.
Late.
I have immediately eaten shit in the minecart stage, so it's going well.
Yeah, that was pretty much me in a nutshell.
Got a little bit.
That was about right.
I've got a bit of a better idea though of what I need to be
Wait,
looking out
hold
for.
on.
So
I see Absolute Entertainment has published this game.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Absolute has done some interesting publications.
They've made
All right.
choices.
So let's do this. I'm gonna look through Imagineering. I'm actually gonna look through both developers' Wikipedia pages. I'm gonna see what they released, and I'll see if I find anything interesting. I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
No, believe me, Imagineering has definitely released some interesting titles.
In the meantime, I am currently making some headway through the minecart stage. Note somehow.
Oh, I see they made Ghostbusters 2 for NES.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Wait, they made Family Feud for SNES?
I believe that.
Oh, and Home Alone for SNES and Game Boy.
I'm on my last continue, so I will likely be full game over soon here. I felt like
Yeah,
I
they
did.
make
I got
it-
decently far though in that minecart stage.
Wait a minute. They made Race Driving for SNES.
Ah, that
Yes,
beaut of a game.
they did.
Ha. Oh god.
And suddenly it all becomes clear.
It has all come full circle.
Suddenly everything makes sense.
Alright, that's Imagineering.
There's a
They-
reason
they-
why I have a certain feeling toward Imagineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk about Radical Entertainment, because they made this game too. Wait, did they make the SNES version, or...?
They made the NES version, I think.
Yeah, they made the NES version. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're right.
How are you even supposed to get over that?
Oh wait, these are the same guys that made Mario is Missing.
Yeah?
And Wayne's World, okay.
Oh yeah, the Wayne's World game is basically a copy paste of the NES Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh lord.
That is more or less what Wayne's World for NES is. Okay, I made it to the second part of the minecart stage. Oops, I jumped too much.
Oh god, did someone have their fucking voice modulator on?
Whoops. Maybe me.
Yep, you
Yeah.
have your voice changer on, and that kind of scares me.
For a moment, my headphones disconnected, which caused the program to set itself back to default, which has to modulator turn on at the time.
Nice.
Very
It
good.
is shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Oh, I didn't know there was a list of canceled games. Okay.
Health.
There is a canceled game called I Am Crash Bandicoot.
Need what?
PlayStation?
PlayStation 3, Wii, Xbox 360.
Ah.
Let's see.
There's also 2 canceled Scarface games. Scarface The World Is Yours for 2006 and Scarface 2 for 2008.
Well, I know the Scarface The World Is Yours came out on PS2.
Oh right. No. Well, I figured out one piece of controls for the minecart, but it was a little too late.
It may have been canceled for Xbox 360 then.
It wasn't until just then when I realized you could break with the minecart. Oops.
Yep.
Well, I think this is a good note to stop the timer with this game.
We made it we made it 27 minutes with this game. How did that happen?
Because I'm a stubborn asshat.
Yeah, you kind of
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was the only one who was still like with. Well, I guess Veritasu started another run. It looks like, but
I was mostly playing the mini games.
I got into the boss that was probably as far as I wanted it to be.
yeah, now that I know how about breaking with the minecarts, I probably could make a further push through the minecart sections, but I also don't want to. So, we're going to go ahead and talk about. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the games we had. Actually, in spite of Rocky and Bullwinkle, it was mostly good games this week.
Yeah.
Started the night with R-Type on TurboGrafx.
That's a very, I would say, one of the best ports of that generation, at least, of the original R-Type, in my opinion. I think the only one I've played that's better that I can think of is the Sharp X68000 port. But then again, that's a beast of a machine.
I've basically only played, at this point, 2 ports of the original R-Type, so I don't have much to take from, but it is better than the Master System version, at least.
Yeah.
Solid shooter. Do appreciate the charging shots and that you don't need to have that many power-ups to feel powerful with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely get a lot done with just the basic power-ups. You obviously still want stuff like at least an option. But even with the basics, you can kind of defend yourself, which is more than you can oftentimes say for Gradius.
Yeah.
I think this is Gradius.
Yeah. Our second game of the night, Mallard in Cold Shadow on Super Nintendo.
It's an interesting game, but okay, it's a cool design. I like the animation work; it's really nice. But goddamn, the background foreground make this game kind of confusing. It's like playing a fucking maze.
Yeah, that is true.
Again,
it looks great. There's some interesting physics behind it here, but yeah, definitely the design took over the gameplay of it.
There's a look though. This game is definitely paradise compared to the Game Boy version.
Yeah,
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I think for my money, the biggest complaint I have is just that it's really hard to effectively fight the enemies when you're in the ninja form. That's really my only major complaint. That and the camera. The camera bothers me. But
I will just say aside here, on the Game Boy version here, when we say that our things here in the background and foreground you can't always tell here, our goal was to reach the second boss of the second stage, and there's a platform that actually is a door, but there's no actual graphical door to show there. You can just walk under the platform without having to go into the world.
That happened to you, and right past there is a pit that takes you back to the store of that area, so you basically went in a huge circle not realizing that was the exit.
Yeah, so basically, to me, it just feels like they put style or, form over function, which is pretty damn unfortunate.
Yeah.
But look, it's something to experience.
I will not lie, though. It's a really neat idea they have.
Yeah.
It has ideas. It's just a little bit ambitious for the time that it's released.
I also have to wonder if they had to put in Donald Duck in there, if they had another character in there at another point.
That's not Donald Duck, that's Maui Mallard.
Yeah, that's not Donald Duck. What are you talking about?
Just Bruce Wayne.
Right.
They're perfectly different legal characters.
It's just Bruce Wayne.
Is it just me, or who here has played Insane Aquarium?
I love Insane Aquarium.
You know when your fish die, they make that.
Yeah.
That sound.
That's like a Donald Duck-ass sound.
Yeah, which is what Maui Mallard made.
Oh god.
Our third game for the night, Tetris Attack on Super Nintendo. Previously had Penalty Pawn, and now we had the US version with Tetris Attack.
Still love it. It's a fun game.
Definitely a go-to game with friends. I I didn't really touch on it, but I also might have touched on it when we played Pound de Pond. But there is an indie version of Tetris Attack that you can get on Steam with good netcode, up to 4 players, and a lot of customization options. You should go get it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Nintendo, if you're watching this stream, I doubt you are, but if you are, please put Tetris Attack on the SNES lineup for NES. It's SNES.
I mean, I'm fine with...
Kind of is there.
I know, but...
If we already got Pound de Pond, I feel like they're not in any rush to add Tetris Attack.
That upsets me.
Our third game... No, that was the third game. Our fourth game, the Japanese version of Castlevania 1.
Classic.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more user-friendly on the easy version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it was a good idea for them to do that, because on the original Famicom Disk System version, it had a feature that we didn't get on our version, which was saving.
Yeah, you could save your game.
Ooh.
You lucky bastards!
And that's hard. It's hardly the only time that Japan has gotten save functionality when we haven't gotten it. Although it wasn't nearly as egregious, I feel, in the other instances, even if they're like better known, because the other two instances that come to mind is they did that with the original Metroid, and they did that with Kid Icarus, where in the Japanese version you could save your game. Here we got a password system. Although I think the 3DS re-release, at least for Kid Icarus, you could save your game proper.
Yeah,
There were saves, yep. I have that.
I mean, yeah, it's the easy mode. I think it's really nice for people who, because I love Castlevania, but it can be kind of daunting for people. So I think having that easy mode is really nice for kind of easing people into it.
Increase the accessibility.
I love Castlevania as well. I definitely didn't beat it my first time playing it when I got it with my NES, though, because...
Who did?
Yeah. Maybe if you just sunk a lot of time into it, because you at least do have unlimited continues out the gate.
That's true.
But yeah, that game was definitely pretty rough, but also pretty fun, and, you know, NES Konami game, meaning, by law, it needs to have a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, I'm just gonna say this. It doesn't matter if you're playing on normal or easy, you will still run into some unfortunate accidents, like jumps killing you, stairs pretty much being non-existent.
Medusa heads, I would imagine, aren't as much of a menace though on easy difficulty, because the real thing that makes Medusa heads a menace usually is the knockback.
Surprisingly enough, I think stage 5 or so, whatever I found them on later on, they can drain your health still pretty fast.
I assume stage 2, because the game has a weird numbering of stages where it's like...
Yeah, it bases each screen as its own stage.
Yeah, and each one is 3, quote, each stage by our standards is 3 in-game stages. So, the fight with Dracula is stage 18.
Right.
Alright, and our last game for tonight, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends on Super Nintendo.
The Adventures of Nope and No Thank You.
we basically turned...
the moose and squirrel.
I like how the last 3 games we basically just ended up turning into their own blocks. Tetris Attack, we were talking about various problems with the game industry. Castlevania, we talked about Captain N, and then for Rocky and Bullwinkle, we were predicting what review scores were for the game.
Yeah. Also, if there's anyone that has basic photo manipulation, like if they can do a quick Photoshop, that's the perfect reaction image I posted. I feel like Anon would be Mr. Peabody, the dragon would be Rocky Bullwinkle, and I feel like Sherman would just beat everyone in RBC.
Yeah, please. Oh, please.
Alright. Rankings then. I've got Anons here. From best to worst, Tetris Attack, Castlevania 1, R-Type, Maui, Mallard, and Cold Shadow, and Rocky and Bullwinkle at the bottom. And I have to agree with that list for the most part. I would probably swap Castlevania and Tetris Attack because that's just my personal preference. But yeah, Castlevania at the top, Tetris Attack in second, R-Type in third, all those really good games. Mallard's still okay, but it gets the number 4 slot, and Rocky and Bullwinkle is Rocky and Bullwinkle tier. Polk, your list.
Alright, for me, I gotta put Tetris Attack on top. I loved it as a kid, still love it as is. Always pop it up once in a while here whenever I got time. It's great. I love that one. I'm putting R-Type on second in this case. I had a bit of time with that one. Sure, I failed and I died a lot here, but I was still ready to go for it here, giving it a shot.
Well, you go into any R-Type game expecting to fail a lot.
Oh yeah, what happens when you die in one shot? It just blindsides you. I'll go with Castlevania third. I do enjoy it here. It's a classic platformer. There's a lot of improvements are going on here, but when you gotta go to the original, the classic, you can't miss on that. Fourth, I'm gonna go with Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow. It looks great, but it's janky as heck. Mass improvement over the Game Boy version, though. Kind of curious on where it goes and what they're doing with it. As for 5, Moose and Squall!
Alright. Toon.
So first of all, let me go ahead and do this. If you didn't hear that, that was me tossing Rocky and Bullwinkle in the fucking garbage. That's where it belongs. Let's get that out of the way, yeah?
Yep.
I really hope that did catch on mic, because if not, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, it did.
All right, good. Okay, so yeah. Let's get that out of the way. Second off, for fourth, I'd probably put Cold Shadow in fourth. It's a game.
It was
plays
made.
like a game. It's again, it looks really nice, yeah. But god damn, they make it confusing for me. I only have one brain cell. You really at least I know a little bit more than I would say help more than some game journalists out there. But I have patience and it wears thin kind of fast. Third is okay. These three are gonna be kind of tough. Actually, what am I saying? Castlevania's in third place. I like it. It's a good game. I don't get it twisted. I don't think it's a bad game. It's not my type of game, though. I am terrible at Castlevania.
Let's be honest, in those top 3, I mean, it's an esteemed company.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, top 3 is basically just going to be all personal preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To which I'm going to put R-Type in second place. Again, it's a good game. I enjoy it. Certainly not good at it, but I can understand it. It's really nice. And the music is not bad either.
Yeah.
Although, I think I like the Genesis version better. For music.
Well, was there a Genesis version for R-Type?
I don't think so.
Oh, am I thinking of the wrong version? I might be thinking of the wrong version. I'll type it in Road Book Club afterwards if I remember. But I don't think it was SNES that I remember that.
The last shmup I can remember we had on here on the Genesis was Glaylancer. So I don't know if that's what you might have been thinking of.
No. It's definitely R-Type.
Okay.
It's just a different version.
I know I think this is our first time having an R-Type game on here.
Yeah. I've listened to some R-Type music on YouTube. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. And finally, I'm going to put Tetris at my brain certainly got fried. Bullwinkle there for a second. I'm gonna put Tetris Attack at the top. It's a nice, relaxing game, and yeah, I mean, if you can get past, Panel Upon being the only option for SNES, it's a good game. But I also like how Tetris Attack has done it too. They're both really good games. I highly recommend giving it a shot.
Veritasu, your list is up last.
All right. Number 1, I've got Rocky and Bullwinkle. Wait, hold on. I got it upside down.
Yeah, your list upside down there, bud.
At number 5, I've got The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'll say this, it's better than the NES version.
Say
Yeah,
it with
just-
me, everyone. It's better than Bratz the movie, the game.
I am damning it with the faintest of praise. Yeah, that game. Oh. Number 4, in a huge step up, I'm gonna say Maui, Mallard, and Cold Shadow. I liked it. It's just I felt like some things could be refined a bit, but it was still a pretty enjoyable time, to be honest. Third, I think I'm gonna put R-Type. That's a really solid port of the arcade game, and it's hard as crap, but it's also really good and a lot of fun. Second, Tetris Attack. I haven't played a whole lot of Tetris Attack. I didn't even play it. First time I played Tetris Attack, I think, was like 2 years ago. So I don't have a lot of long-term experience with it, but it's a very fun game with a very, very simple mechanic that is a lot of fun to play. And number 1, I'm going to put Castlevania because I think it's a finely tuned platformer and that's got great graphics, great theme, and great music.
And I think we're ready to get out of here. Let me go ahead and start winding down here. What does everybody have going on their streams, starting with Anon?
Not much. I'm just here for the RBC.
And I appreciate you being here for the questionable games oftentimes. Polk, you have anything going on?
Mostly the games at the moment here. We, on Mondays, will be going back to Star Fox Assault. Probably will be completely clearing that game by the end of that. And on Tuesday, I'm gonna be most likely finishing off Mega Man X6 and the nightmare that game is. Just know that I'm not a fan of that one, if anybody had to guess. But that's gonna be a trip. And next Saturday, well, not tomorrow, but the next one after that, I'll be going back to Chrono Trigger.
Okay.
That'll be some good stuff.
Veritasu, what do you have going on?
We will probably be continuing and getting close to finishing our NES Capcom retrospective. So, yeah, that's probably the next stream or two.
Varen saying, Polk, Friday SMT5.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's Variety stuff. Yes, SMT5 will be on the Variety stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we can put that one.
June, do you have anything going on?
Honestly, I'm thinking about maybe streaming some computer games in the near future if I have time. I might actually stream Xenoverse 2 because I got that and I've been having quite a bit of fun with it with some friends and all that. It's either that or I might try and play For Honor because I am loving playing as Conqueror. Or maybe I'll just stream some Splatoon 3. It's basically whatever my brain settles on. What about you, Nick? What do you got planned?
I'm going to be tomorrow. Well, either tomorrow or Sunday. Is going to be that time of year, time for the New Year's Battletoads race, and
Oh boy!
And this year we're switching it up, and we're going to be racing Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Which apparently some of the people in that race have not played Battletoads and Battle Maniacs, so that's going to be interesting.
Good luck with the nuclear winger.
Yeah, I mean, I beat Battle Maniacs, so I'm at least familiar with that. Monday night is going to be my next mystery tournament match. We were actually hashing out the last few details during RBC, so we've got that on the schedule now. And then after that, no more streams until I get back from MagFest, because I'm going to be, Tuesday night, I get on a plane and head for DC for MagFest. And
Nice, man. I hope you have fun.
I'm going to be there until Monday night, I think is when I get back, so about a week. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's go ahead and raid someone. It should be. Oh, you're okay. That's fine. I can send people over to you. We're gonna go ahead and send you all over to Mifa, who is currently doing some Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Thanks everyone for hanging out for RBC. We won't have RBC next week, but the week after, we will be back for RBC. I will see you all later.
See you guys next time.
See you next time.
See y'all.